by trike. Here we go.
What is up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to Rich Abroad.
I'm Richie Rich.
And this is Cheng. And tonight, of course, to those who are new here, this is our call-in live stream. Welcome to our channel. Thank you so much for joining us. And of course, before we jump right into tonight's discussion, today we're introducing what? Today we're introducing a new segment.
You're introducing. I'm introducing.
Yeah, I'm introducing our new live stream segment called Cheng's Corner, where I run things. Finally. I got to run things.
Anyway,
but before you do, of course, again, this is a call-in live stream. The number is scrolling across the bottom of your screen. The number is 415-490-8030. Call us in and give us your take for 2 minutes and 2 seconds. And also, to those who just came in, every time you give us or show support to us through super chats and super stickers, you're going to hear that sound. Can you play it one more time?
What sound?
The sound that we play. The sound that we play every time we receive your support through super chats or super stickers.
Well, we're always getting their support.
Yes, they're watching.
Here, right? Yeah,
they're watching. You're here in our live streams.
But
you're liking the content
support.
and dropping some comments.
What's in the poll?
And of course, on the poll, if you would like to participate, and please participate, what are the biggest lies you have heard about Filipinas? Type 1 if your answer is Filipinas are traditional. 2, they're submissive. 3 and 4, depending on your answer. Just type the number first. Don't type it with anything else because the poll wouldn't recognize your answer.
Just the number, just 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Yes.
All right. I'm curious because I've heard all of these, but I'm curious. It looks like they don't care about your age. It looks like that's like the number one so far. But yeah, type in your number for the poll, and we'll check the poll about a couple times throughout the live stream.
That's right. And of course, as you said, Ray, this is Texas Longhorn represent.
Shout out to Obi-Wan for hooking us up with these. What? I mean, no, I said Obi-Wan, OT. Shout out to OT for hooking us up with these. And yeah. So yeah, I can't do the hook 'em horn. This is like the Texas thing. Yeah, the hook 'em horns.
This is rock and roll.
Yeah. Are you gonna start that?
Huh?
Are you gonna start the
what?
giggly stuff again?
I'm just happy. I'm happy.
You got something before the show, huh?
I'm here beside you.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Come on.
I missed you this week.
You've been here all week. What you talking about? You missed me. You've been here all week.
I was?
Yes. Which day you wasn't here? One day this week.
Boy, I wasn't here. I know Wednesday.
One day.
Oh no, that's not wrong. That's not true. Wednesday, Thursday, and Tuesday.
No,
I wasn't here 3 days.
Quit playing. Anyway, come on. I've seen you every day, damn near every day this week.
Really?
I missed you. But thank you, baby. I appreciate you missing me. It's good to be missed.
If I don't miss you,
right,
that's a problem.
That is a big problem, right?
Yeah.
That is a huge problem. All right. Let's get into it. First of all, I'm curious to hear your opinion. What do you think is like the biggest lie, or I don't want to say lie, but what do you think is like the biggest misnomer, or the biggest thing that you hear about Filipinas?
Filipinas are submissive. That's one of the things that I know, that we're not submissive. It's when we say submissive, it's like yes, sir, yes, like that. Yes to everything. But I think some Filipinas, including myself, have opinions too. But again, it comes with respect. It comes to a certain degree of respect. And at the same time, we can follow, we are known to follow a partner's lead. But of course, it doesn't necessarily mean that we don't have opinions or anything like that. Right.
It's interesting that nobody in the poll so far, puts Filipinos are submissive. Yeah, nobody put that so far. You guys don't forget, put your vote in the poll. 1, 2, 3, or 4. You only need to push 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the poll. All right. Okay. All right. So I got my list. I have my list of top 15 things that I've heard about Filipinas, and I'm sure most of the dudes have heard about Filipinas. And but tell us what do you have on your list? What do you got?
The first thing that I have is just like what I mentioned previously. Filipinas are naturally submissive. We hear that a lot from a lot of Western men who want to come here to the Philippines because they want a submissive woman. Right? So many Filipinas in general are respectful. They're mostly feminine and family-oriented. So, but that doesn't mean they automatically, just like what I mentioned previously, that doesn't automatically mean they follow everything a man says. I'm sorry, I'm so animated.
That's all right.
So, but of course, respect goes both ways. And so let's say, for example, an American man, just like yourself, expects a girlfriend to agree with every decision that he's going to make because he heard that Filipinas are submissive. So 6 months later, she finally is speaking up, because she's now comfortable with the dynamic, the relationship. And then suddenly he will say, oh, she's changed. Just because she had opinions already, or she has.
But before she just didn't say anything.
Yeah,
before,
she didn't say anything. Okay. So she didn't change at all. She didn't change. She just started getting comfortable.
But isn't that changing?
Huh?
But isn't that changing?
Doesn't mean that that's who she is in the beginning of the relationship. That's not who she is. She just waited it out a little.
So she changed.
I don't think so. She just stopped pretending. She just stopped pretending to avoid conflict. Now, in the first, that's change.
You did something different. Isn't that by definition changing?
You want to go back, make a change.
No, I hear what I do hear what you're saying though, right? She always had an opinion, right? She just kept it to herself in the beginning.
Yes.
But she got more comfortable in the relationship, and now she's feeling like, you know what, I can give my opinion. I'm gonna tell them what I really do think.
Yes.
Right? I got you.
So in the beginning, just to avoid conflict, because that's very important to a lot of Filipinas. The first 6 months, and to Western guys too, because that's like the make or break stage, whether or not you're going to pursue this relationship or not. The honeymoon stage. Okay, I'm going to show this man that I'm quiet.
Right.
I don't have opinions. But later on, once I get comfortable, then I'm going to show you my innermost thoughts.
And hopefully those are valuable opinions.
Yeah, valuable opinions.
Okay. So so the first one is Filipinas are submissive. Okay. It's your show. So what's your next one?
So my next one is Filipinas only want your money. Oh.
I don't think it's Filipinas. I think it's women.
All women.
I think it's women in general. But I think the key word is only.
Only.
Right. The key word is only here. I don't know that all women only want your money, but if you don't have money, your chance of being successful in a relationship with a woman is not going to be very good. And I don't care where she comes from.
Yeah. So I think that there are some Filipinas who absolutely do want your money. So, of course, this is I don't want to call it impoverished or something like that, third world, whatever, developing country, to make it, sound more appealing
PC.
for some Filipinas. But it is what it is. It is a developing country, and a lot of people, especially women, some people are really looking for a come up. So they hang in bars, they hang in clubs and places where there's a lot of foreigners.
Dating apps.
Yeah. And they hang out to get the next best thing. Did I use it correctly? Yeah?
Sure.
To get the next best thing. And of course, some really absolutely do, but a lot don't really need you for money. So just like we always say, that choose a woman who wants you, who genuinely wants you for who you are, and not because of you spend a lot in shopping. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just listening. I'm listening intently to everything you say.
So I think the mistake is assuming that every Filipina only wants you for money. Of course, just assume that every woman needs money at some point. Every woman needs
Everybody
money.
needs
Everybody needs money.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I think financial stability matters to a lot of women, not just here in the Philippines. About that.
I think no matter where you are on this planet, every woman is looking for a man who can provide and protect. It doesn't matter where you are, whether it's a developing country in the Philippines or whether it's back at home in the U.S. The women are looking for the same thing, and they want a man who can provide.
And yeah, go ahead.
And whether or not they have a job, which for me, if she doesn't have a job, she has no rich. Whether or not she has a job, she still is looking for a man who can lighten the load or provide, protect, all that stuff. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I would be lying to myself if I would say that I don't need you for what you bring, because I definitely need you for what you bring.
You did all right before I was here.
Yeah, I did all right. I was okay. I'm proud of how I was providing for my children. But of course, someone to help you and to give you all the other needs that you need.
Doing a little better than you were doing before.
Yeah, and give you the needs, the other needs, the needs that you need that you cannot give for yourself. You know,
needs that you need.
Yeah.
All right. Can I coin that? Can I use that?
Yeah.
Just give you the needs. Give me the needs that I need.
Yeah.
Right.
My basic human rights.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So for example, a woman constantly asks you for rent. What else? For medical bills. For cousin's birthday. For some emergency. For a pet emergency. Whatever. Could it be real? Sure. That person can really ask you for money. Go ahead.
Oh, you said constantly. What if she asks? What if she asks him once or twice? What if she asks him sometimes? Does it depend on? Hold on. Does it depend on? Let's say you just started dating a month ago or a few weeks ago, and she's I need these new headphones for my work. I need these noiseless headphones.
Yeah.
And they cost $200. Yeah, noise cancellation. They cost $200. Right? Can you help me out? Would that be okay?
I don't know what's your definition of asking help. Because to me,
she's asking you to buy it. She's asking you to buy the headphones for her job. She does.
Let me give the answer back to you. Okay. Return the answer to you. Would you think that that's?
She's cut from the team.
Yeah. So that anything that's hinting in our 3 years, honey, when did I ask for anything?
Shout out to you. Shout out to you. You never asked me. I have to ask you, what do you need? Yeah, what do you need? And sometimes we got to bicker about that because you don't want to spend money. But that's okay. I would rather you not spend money than you spend too much money. But my point is, and for the dudes out here, what about the women? You get a woman, you guys start dating. And she's asking, it might not be that expensive. Maybe it's
small.
Maybe it's noise cancellation headphones or whatever you call them.
Headset.
For a headset for her job. And maybe it's only $30 US, right? It's not that much, right? It's not that much.
But that's where it starts.
It's the principle.
Yeah, that's where it starts. It's something small. Yep. But when we have this consultation, you're going to say, "Oh, I know that."
I know I shouldn't have done that. I didn't give her,
I only
gave her a little bit. Yeah, I only gave her a little bit. How many times we heard that?
I can't even count.
If I had $1 for every time a subscriber. We had a consultation and subscriber said, I only gave her a little bit. We could go on vacation.
Yeah, that's exactly how it starts.
Right.
Because, a woman constantly asks you for money or let's intermittently ask you for money, then really that person is testing how much she can get from you or what are the ways she can get money from you. So learn the difference on when you are going to open your wallet. So asking you and our audience right here, when will you open the wallet for someone you care about?
When I open the wallet? When we start dating. When we start dating, you're not gonna date without. I mean, oh, let's go walk in the park. Oh. I mean, you ain't gonna. It ain't gonna be like that. You're gonna have to take her out. You're gonna have to show her a good time.
Yeah, but
you at least have to do for her what she can already do for herself, right? Take her to Jollibee, take her to a restaurant. You upgrade her a little bit, right? Take her out a little bit and show her some stuff. But as far as all this extravagant stuff, taking her on vacations and flying her out and all this stuff, hell no. What has she done? What has she done to earn that?
I think I have a good tip for you guys. If she hadn't done that, like by herself, don't do it yet unless you are in a long committed relationship already. So for example, I've been traveling in the Philippines locally. So what so that means I already experienced riding the plane, taking a boat or ship, something like that. Hold on. Okay?
Sure.
So if as a man, you're going to be the first person to let her experience riding the plane, I think don't do that.
But I think, I mean, I don't know that has anything to do with anything. My point is this. Why are you doing anything that she hasn't earned, right? She's saying she gave you the box, but you gave her some tools, right? You gave her the tool.
So it's a transaction.
Yeah, it's a transaction. Why? You know how I feel about it. And if she's not investing in the relationship, and that means she's making herself valuable to you. She's making your life better. And you just giving me box isn't making my life better, because look, this is 2026. You're gonna get box. I'm gonna get box. Right, I'm gonna get that without paying for it. Women, if you're in the right places, women will pay you to give you the box.
Yeah, but it doesn't apply to a lot of men.
Granted, but so women shouldn't invest in the relationship.
They should.
They shouldn't be required to do anything.
They should.
Except just give you the box.
They should.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So number one, I don't know. I think the premise of what did I cut you? I'm sorry. Sorry, go ahead. No, please continue.
No, sorry, my bad. Sorry, go ahead.
I think the bottom line is, why are you upgrading someone's life who hasn't earned it? If she hasn't earned it, like, she's doing things for you that the average person wouldn't do. She's making your life better. She's making your life easier. That's what she can do for you, right? You probably do have more money than she does. You probably have more access to other things. But she has to earn. It doesn't matter the dynamic. It doesn't matter that she is from the Philippines. She has to earn what you give her. If we're in the U.S., would a man do the same thing? Would a man say, "Oh, I'm just going to give you all this. I'm just going to shower you with all of this stuff, and you don't have to do nothing. You just got to give me box"? That's why relationships are shit right now. Is because a lot of men aren't saying, "Look, you got to put in too. You got to put into this."
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
I hear what you're saying, and at the same time, I think what I'm trying to say is that if that woman that you're trying to date hadn't experienced what you want her to experience, let's say, for example, flying, riding a plane, don't let her experience it unless she
earns it.
Yeah. And also, if she, how do you say that? If I experience it using my own money, let her experience things first on her own.
Well, sure, why not? It's her money.
Yeah.
I can't control what she does with her money.
What I'm saying is that if that woman, for example, you and me, for example, I hadn't experienced riding a plane, whether locally or internationally. Okay. So, and then suddenly, you're going to fly me out to Manila. Let's say, for example, I live in Cebu, and then you're going to fly me out to Manila just to see you. Okay, so don't fly her out because she hadn't experienced that yet. If she already traveled locally, she already experienced riding the plane. Okay, that's cool. But don't be the first person to let her experience. Would you agree with that? Don't let her the first person to experience those things. I
don't know. I don't see the.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. My thinking is that if you're the first person to allow her to experience riding the plane or going to another province or another country. So she would think that, oh, this man can do certain things for me. He will take me out on vacations, blah blah blah. So now you let her experience, because she can pay for her own vacation. She can pay for, yeah. So at least choose a woman who's not relying on you.
Well, that's the point, right? Is you choose the woman who's not relying on you.
But eventually, of course, in the course of your relationship, if she earns, just like what you said, she earns it, then that's the time you maybe allow her to experience the things she hadn't experienced before. So yeah, so that's going to be.
When's the last time I paid my water bill?
I can't remember.
When's the last time I paid my electricity bill?
By yourself?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
When's the last time when did I hook up my internet?
No, you didn't.
When did I look for, we're moving, by the way, we're moving next week. I'm moving next week to a penthouse suite. It is going to be lit, son. It is almost 3 times, it's going to be an upgrade, just a little bit. But how did I find the penthouse?
I found it.
You found it, right? So what is it? You get it? Do you get the question? You earn all the stuff that I do for you. You earn those things. You're making my life better. You're making my life easier. Yeah, you give me the 3-piece, but I give you the 1-piece, right? I give you the 1-piece. So that's a wash. But you're making my life better. You're making my life easier most of the time when you're not. Anyway, you get the point. You're earning those things. You're not just I'm not just handing them out because, oh, she's cute. Look at this girl. You're earning those things. You got to require. I'll say this to the day I die. You got to require your woman to put into the relationship. I don't care if you're at home, if you're in the Philippines or Thailand. If you don't make her put in, she's not going to put in. If you don't require her to put in, she's just going to say exactly what you said. Oh, he'll do this stuff for me. I don't even have to do nothing. No.
Yeah, that's what makes a lot of women entitled these days. So we can't just blame it on the women. We need to also take men accountable for that, because if you were not doing those things for her, then she wouldn't be like entitled or expecting things from a man. Right.
I just saw, shout out to Stink Shack real quick, because I just saw he sent me this video about this dude in Thailand who was just who had a cute girlfriend, but she was just rolling all over him. He led with the wallet, of course, and she took everything. She took everything he was willing to give. Why would she say no? He bought her an iPhone. He bought her all of this stuff. And she's lying to him. She's out clubbing. She's out with other dudes. She's out doing he moved her in. Why would she do anything else? Number one, quit getting girls from the clubs and the bars and all that stuff. But the point is, you're not requiring her to give anything to the relationship except a little bit of ass.
Exactly.
And that can't be enough for you.
Because a lot of women think that their box is so valuable that that men would like
guarantee the next girl's got a box too.
Yeah.
She might even be a big girl, and her box might even be better than your box. So I'm just saying, there has to be more. She has to be able to bring more than just a box. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. What's your next one?
My next one. Okay. If she loves you, she'll never ask for help.
Wait, is that?
If she loves you,
is that a statement or is that your next?
That's my next talking point.
Okay. So that's
the lies. If she loves you, that's one of the lies.
Okay.
If she loves you, she'll never ask for help. I love you, but I ask for help sometimes. So I think that's a lie. That even if that person loves you,
when you say ask for help,
ask for help. Maybe because a lot of women. What happened? Okay, because a lot of women. A lot of men think that when a Filipina asks for help, it always automatically assumes financially.
Okay, there we go. Because I think we need to be more specific when we talk about asking for help. Are you talking? When do you ask me for help?
I did not, and I can't recall asking for help. For financially.
Okay. I'm trying to follow you here.
Okay. I think I can't remember
I don't think you've ever asked me for financial help. Right. And that's the point, because when I think a lot of guys are, when you say ask for help, we're going to assume you're talking about financially.
Yes.
And you just said, I ask you for help all the time. But you've never asked me for financial help.
I asked you
I don't want people to misunderstand what you're saying.
Thank you.
Okay.
And my bad. And I think I ask you whether it comes to financial help, I don't think I ever ask you for financial help. But when it comes to other things that I know you are more exposed, more experienced, I ask you for advice. I ask you for...
always asking for some damn advice.
Yeah. I ask you to... I ask you to... especially parenting advice, because I get a lot of parenting advice from you, because in my mind, you're a man who already raised children, you know, and I'm just in the middle, or if not beginning my parenting, the real struggle of parenting, especially
you struggle with the tough part, the part about when it's time to be tough.
Yeah, I think I struggle in that part.
Yeah, but that's most moms, though. That's a lot of moms.
Yeah, and I think that, I think that the best person to ask for help is someone who done it already.
Right.
So the best person is you to ask.
All right. So your point is, if she loves you, then she'll never ask you for help.
Yeah, she'll never ask you for help. I think that's a lie, because what if, like, for example, I'm really, really out of money. I'm really like, something big happened.
3 years in, I would have no problem. I would, what do you need?
Yeah.
3 years in, though.
So it doesn't mean that
3.5 years.
Yeah, so I love you, but it doesn't mean that I will never ask for help, whether it's financial. But I hope that doesn't the time wouldn't come.
Yeah. Now, I'm saying, knock on that damn wood. Yeah.
I hope the day wouldn't come that I wouldn't ask you for money, because I don't really like asking.
You don't like asking for nothing, but that's okay. I don't blame you for that. I mean, you're an independent woman, and I understand women who don't want to ask their partners for money because it makes you feel helpless or whatever, or dependent on somebody. I do get that. So, and shout out to you for never asking me for money. And luckily, I'm the kind of person who is willing to volunteer help.
And I really
without you needing to ask.
I really appreciate you for always volunteering. And sometimes, I have to, because I'm used to taking care of everything financially on my own. It's really hard to put into mind that someone is volunteering to help you. Someone is volunteering to help you, and I'm not really used to that. So it's such a refreshing experience that from time to time someone is offering help.
Right.
And I have to say, you know what, he's asking for he's volunteering help. I'll just put my ego or pride to the side and then take it. It's not every day.
It sure ain't.
Yeah, it's not every day. So once he offered, what's that?
I have no idea. Huh? Focus.
It's a gift. So we need to press the thing.
I didn't.
Here.
What?
I see a gift here. Yeah.
It didn't show up.
Yeah. So let's acknowledge first.
Okay.
It's a new feature. It's a jewel. So let's click the sound effects.
I think you just like hearing the sound effects. Right?
Yeah, of course.
Here we go.
Okay. I like it.
I love that. I love that too.
Thank you, Larry Johnson, for sending Unk Alert for 440 jewels.
Right. I'm not sure what that is, but thank you for sending it. Yeah. We appreciate it. Yeah.
I think we're old school in this YouTube live stream, because I think those are jewels, like gift things also that's going to be converted into, I don't know how to do this. But yeah, thank you, Larry Johnson.
We'll figure it out later.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, much appreciated.
Yes, thank you so much. Do you want to go to the comments?
Actually, I was going to say, I'm going to open up the phone lines, you guys. And you guys remember the poll. We got to keep reintroducing the poll.
So if you just tuned into our live stream, the poll is on the right-hand corner of your screen, upper right-hand
You don't
corner.
think they can see it?
Maybe not. From the phone, it's too small. But what are the biggest lies you have heard about Filipinas? Type 1, 2, 3, and 4, depending on your answer. So leading.
Okay. So all you have to do is just type a 1, just type a 2 or 3 or 4, whichever your answer is. That's it. You don't have to write anything else with it. You can comment later, but just type in the number first, and that'll enter your answer in the poll.
Yeah. Okay. So leading is they don't care about your age at 63%.
Wow.
Now 67%.
Wow, I'm really surprised with that, right? And nobody did the submissive one.
So they think that Filipinas are submissive.
Wow.
Okay.
That means they think Filipinos aren't
not
submissive. Yeah.
Okay.
That people aren't saying Filipinos are submissive, right? I got you. You want another one? You want another one?
I want another one.
Come on, quit playing.
Okay.
All right, I opened up the phone lines, you guys. So if you want to call in and share. What do you think? What have you heard? What's the stereotype? Because a lot of this is stereotypes.
Oh, it's moving now.
Yeah, exactly. There you go, right? Because we got to keep reintroducing that.
Yes.
Right? What's the stereotype? What have you heard about Filipinos? What's the biggest myth, the biggest lie that you heard about dating a Filipina? Is it true? Has it proven to be true? We know that a lot of these are generalizations.
Yes.
But at the same time, for every stereotype, there's a saying, for every stereotype, there's some truth to it, right? So so give us a call. Call in and let us know what you think. The phone lines are now open. Boom.
It's on.
Okay. In the meantime, between time, let's go ahead and get in the comments. We'll get in the comments and make sure we shout out everybody who's up in here. Anders is up in here. Hey, Anders, what's going on, man?
Hello,
Forney
Anders.
is here. Ray is up in here. Who else did we get? Obi-Wan, my man is up in here. Obi-Wan, I got you. Let's see. And Obi-Wan, take care of yourself, brother. I know there's some smoke in the area and the air is not so good, but take care of yourself, brother. Let's see who is here. Peter's in here.
Hello, Peter.
Hey, what's going on, Peter? Long time no see. And okay, that's us. Okay.
Hello,
Roger Walker. Well, good morning to you, Roger.
Hello,
What's happening,
Roger. Thank you for joining us.
All right. Morris, what's happening, Momo?
Hello, Morris.
Out there in Bermuda. What's happening, my brother? Larry Johnson's up in here. We appreciate you dropping in, and that super sticker, Larry. Jeff is out, and Jeff's in here from Oregon. Hey, what's up to you, Jeff? You and your girl?
Chrissy.
And let's see, who else did we miss? Larry Johnson. We got Larry Johnson. DG is in the house. What's happening, DG, out there in Washington? And let's see, Ronnie's up in here. Mister's in here. And let's see.
DN, 30,001.
Yeah, 30,001. Black Box is in the house. All right, the phone lines are open. And let's see, what is everybody saying? Okay, I think they got a little bit of conversation. And let's see here. Okay. Go ahead with your next point.
So before we move on to the next point, if you're planning to visit or relocate to the Philippines, book a one-on-one consultation with us.
Why should they do that?
Because we're going to give you honest and practical advice, and we'll try to make sure that your stay here or your relocation here will be practically
I'll give them another reason, because we know some of the premier relocation people in here in Manila. If you're trying to move to Manila, holler at your boy. I know some of the best relocation people, real estate renters in the area, whether it's Makati or BGC or Mandaluyong. Definitely we can help you out and hook you up and at least get you onto the right people. We'll definitely save you a lot more money than you spend. So holler at your boy.
Yeah.
Or your girl. All right. Shy Rochelle's in the house. What's happening? Okay.
Okay, Mr. Mr. said, I will open the wallet when she demonstrates that she does her job in the relationship and consistently reciprocate.
What was that word?
Reciprocate.
Oh, what was the word before that?
Consistently.
Oh, see, I feel like that's a key word. I feel like that's an important word, right? Consistent, when she reciprocates consistently, right? I think that's huge. And I think there's a lot of dudes who just don't ask for anything except for her to give some box. Give me box and I'm satisfied. But then is she going to stay satisfied? Is she going to stay satisfied? Because I think eventually she's going to want more, and you're going to require more, right? I don't think it's going to. I don't think it's going to stay that way forever. Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
So Tiger Ronnie said, "What if I like to eat at, say, Texas Roadhouse? Should I not take her with me because that is too much of an upgrade for her?" Is it too much, Texas Roadhouse? I don't know. But for example, just using me as an example, I haven't been to Texas Roadhouse. You introduced me to Texas.
You gotta use the right tense. You gotta use.
I hadn't.
There you go.
I hadn't been to Texas Roadhouse. You introduced me to Texas Roadhouse.
How many times you been to Texas Roadhouse, Ching?
I cannot count all.
Exactly.
But also before I met you, I had been to several restaurants that are similar to Texas Roadhouse. Like Racks. Racks where there's what do you call that? 2 different buffets. I think that's same level of Texas Roadhouse. And I think some other Mexican restaurants at Mega Mall, which is really, really good. What do you call that? Gringo and stuff like that. So I think that it is somehow it's not really an upgrade, is it? I don't know. What's your opinion on that?
I think you do whatever you want to do. It's your wallet. But I think the key point, and I'll say this till the day I die, is if she's not reciprocating, if she's not giving you anything, then why are you doing all of this for her? If she's not taking care of you, and I'm not just talking about that box. I'm talking about making your life better, making your life easier, showing you her wife skills. If that's what you're looking for. If you're just looking for the box, then by all means, just take the box, right? But if you're looking for a long-term thing, if you're looking for a long-term relationship, then she needs to show you that she's long-term relationship material, right? And how do you show somebody that they're long-term relationship material? How do you show that man? The man who has a lot more money than you, who makes a lot more than you do. How do you show that man?
By, of course, showing her that you have wife skills. Showing him that you have wife skills. Okay. And at the same time, that what you do for him would make his life easier, and all he has to do is to concentrate on whatever he's doing. So because you are going to take care of that for him,
right? You don't cause him problems. You can let him grind, and a lot of dudes are retired here, right? So then let him retire in peace. That's supposed to be your peaceful bliss, your heaven. Then let him have his peace, right? And I think that's what you can do. If you're coming in, if you live with him, the house should be. I think all the stuff that needs to be done should be done. And he should not have to worry whether it's whether it's the laundry or whether the house should be taken care of.
But sometimes, as a independent man yourself, sometimes you want to do things for yourself.
I do.
But I still offer to do those stuff for you. But
I just need you to clean up your hair. I just need you to clean your hair and not find your hair in my food anymore. That's what I need. I would be very cool.
My hair is always up whenever we're not filming. And that's a start. I just need to not find your hair in my food, and I'll be cool with that. Anyway, what's your next point? Okay, so my next talking point is family comes first. Always. Okay, so I think we all know that family is extremely important as part of our culture here in the Philippines. So healthy boundaries are equally important as well. So for example, let's have a scenario. So for example, your partner, every decision needs to involve mom in every decision. So for example, I will have our decision as a partner. I have to consult mom with that. Okay. So every vacation that we're going to have includes the siblings. I need to tag my family along.
Absolutely not.
Okay. So every every paycheck involves relatives. I have to give certain parts.
Sorry, you lost me a little bit. Are you saying this is one of the lies that people say about Filipinas, or one of the myths that people say about Filipinas, or that this is actually true?
This is some of the myths and some of it are true.
Got it.
Okay,
Got it.
so
Okay.
so what I'm arriving at, I'm establishing a scenario. Okay, so if boundaries are not set in the beginning of your relationship, then the relationship suffers, because in the beginning, if you allow your mom, if you allow her mom to be involved in every decision when it comes to your family, okay, so yeah, so that means that you let her run things in your relationship. Okay.
Cool. All right. So go ahead. So you're saying that is true or it's not true? Family comes first always. Is that true or it's not true?
It is true. Family comes first always. But you, as the Western man who comes into this relationship with the Filipina, you have to establish in the beginning of the relationship what is not okay with you and what is okay with you.
That's that simple.
Yes.
Does that mean set boundaries?
Yes, I already previously said that you have to establish your boundaries in the beginning. And if she's not okay with that, then maybe there's some compromising to do. But of course, if those are your boundaries, you have to let her understand that we're doing this because X, Y, and Z. And of course, being the Western man, you're the primary provider for the family. So it's ultimately going to be your money. It's ultimately going to be your money that you're going to spend for your family.
And I would say if she really, if she's like the breadwinner of the family, then she should have a job. And she can continue to be the breadwinner for her family.
Yes.
And you provide for you and yours, you and her or whatever. But she can keep providing for her own family. And they can take care. You guys can keep that over there, and we'll keep our thing over here.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that things that Western men do wrong when it comes to relationship with Filipinas. You ask that Filipina to quit her job to be with you, but not understanding that Filipina has to support her family as well.
So you're essentially saying, hey, I'm going to support your family. I'm going to support you and
your family. So if you're asking her to quit her job, you're also taking in the responsibility or assuming the responsibility that you are going to take care of her family as well. So if you know that she's a breadwinner, you have to ask really tough questions. If she's a breadwinner, don't ask her to quit her job, because where in the world will she get money to support her family?
That would be you.
That will be you.
that would be you. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, especially if some family members are sick and she's giving monthly support to help with the medicine and all that. So you have to also dig into that and know that she's doing a lot for her family. And a lot of times Filipinas are very, tight with their family members. Some do, some don't. But of course, you have even my family. I know that we're really, really tight. But when it comes to finances, we sit down and talk about it, because we don't want anything or any argument that involves, fighting over money.
Okay, we'll take a call. Hold on, caller. Let's get you in here. Just a sec. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, and what's up, guys?
What's up, Ray?
So, yeah, Chang was sitting on a point. Usually, I gotta say this. Shout out to Peach. She never asked me for money. She adds value to the relationship, right? But she never asked me money. What she says to me is, I got my own money. Now, just because she and her family have money, they're gonna test you. They're gonna want you to pay for something, right? They're gonna, they're gonna test you, right? So I pay a lot. She had, her car, right? So she didn't want nothing to do. She didn't want me nothing to do with her car. She says, I'm doing this. She bought that car on her own. Now, I remember back when I was still in the States, her other car had a air conditioning problem, right? And so when she called me, I said, well, let me take care of this for you. What she did was, I said, because you and your mom can't be riding around in a hot-ass car in the Philippines. She didn't ask me. I volunteered it. Not only did she call me on video, right? video.
Mm-hmm.
She introduced me to the mechanic working on her car. When she paid it, she sent me the receipt.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of women you need to have. Don't be just sending women money that you don't know. Now, we've been together for a little bit, but still, she adds value. Her and her family adds value to my relationship. Makes my situation a lot easier.
That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
what you got. You got to demand that. And if a woman won't do you that, woman won't give you that, you got to kick her to the curb. Chang said something to a point back earlier. Back in the States, I was with a woman. I always got to consult her mom about this. That always pissed me off. So I said, well, look, you go stay with your mom. You go be with your mom. Right. Kick rocks. That's facts. What I did, what she did. She couldn't believe. I said, we done. You're older than me. You're 4 years older than me. What the hell's going on around here?
Right.
Her mom's always nosy. I said, I can't deal. You and your mom go do your thing. Right. All right, take care, guys.
All right, appreciate you, bro. All right, no, he got it. That's what I'm saying. People get over here and they trying to save these dudes are trying to save somebody. Why you come over here trying to save somebody? Man, let people live their life and just find somebody who's on your level or close to your level. Stay in your own lane. People come over here thinking, oh, she's poor. If I upgrade her life, she's gonna love me forever. All this, and it always ends up bad. Find a woman who makes your life better. Right? Can you read the comment?
Hello, Monroe. Thank you so much for joining us, and let us know where you're watching from. So he said, I suggested a TikTok friend to tune into your channel. However, the bruh wouldn't listen. The bruh started flying Filipinas from other islands to spend with him. Now he's over in Thailand. Shaking my head.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I know people like that too, brother. I know people like that too. Hey, Black Box, what's going on, man?
What's going on?
What's good, brother?
Nothing besides trying to weigh these bags I'm packing, but it's also about finding family dynamics too. I believe you really have to know her and her relationship with her family.
Mm-hmm.
I think that plays into it, basically on how much influence they have on her as well. Because she could be working a job and they still see you as a lottery ticket. You receive making money and seeing the money. That means more money. I'm not saying that that you won't necessarily be completely buffered from them asking you for money because she's working. Because you're the foreigner. You're Henry Cavill floating in the air with Superman cape in the air.
Right. Do you think? Let me go back and let me ask you. I should probably ask Ray the same question. When would you be willing to come out of pocket and start paying for stuff for her? When would you be okay? Well, how long would you be in a relationship before you feel comfortable doing stuff like that?
What I would do is that I would sit her down and we would have a comprehensive talk, like a business meeting. And I would say, look, honey, if you want me to contribute to your family, I will make sure I give you a stipend that you save or use. It's up to you. If you save it for another month and it goes into the second month, you have more money to use to them. If you use it too early, you won't have that much. And I said we have to agree to this stipend. That it doesn't hurt me, doesn't hurt what I'm trying to do, it doesn't hurt what I'm trying to build here.
Would you do that in the U.S.? Would you do the same thing in the U.S.? Give a woman a stipend?
If my girl was, if I was making what my job is making now, they're making way more than I made. If I was making what I was making now at my job, and my girlfriend was working at McDonald's. Hypothetically, I met a girl. She's a fry cook. She's wonderful, right? And she was struggling and all that other stuff. If she was good to me, she came and cooked for me and was nice to me, rubbed my feet, all that crazy stuff they don't do here. Then yeah, maybe I would help. If it was honest and true, she wasn't full of it.
Okay.
If she was a diamond in the rough, yes.
Right.
And then I would work on trying to get her to work together as a team.
Right. So So the key is, you said, so if she's a diamond at home, if she's a diamond in the rough, if she does all of this stuff, if she does all this stuff that you would want her to do, then you would do it. So the reason I ask you is because I think a lot of dudes come here and they stop requiring women to do anything. They just want her to look cute and give them some bucks, and she don't have to do nothing else. But you got to do more. You got to do more.
That's whatever Filipina I need. She's gonna have to. Here's a detailed plan for your job application, girlfriend.
Okay. I know you coming out here. I'm gonna hold you. I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm gonna hold you to that, brother.
Hey man, look, I'm leaving in. I'll be at the Red Planet Hotel this time next week. So.
Yep, I know. We were talking about that before we came on live. So we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to meeting you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it too.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, we'll see. We'll see you in a little bit. Take care, brother.
Okay.
And he made the point that I keep trying to make. He said, okay, well, if she was doing X, Y, and Z, A, B, and C, then at home, then I would give her a stipend. But at home, I don't hear about dudes giving girls allowances. I mean, if it's your wife and she doesn't work and you guys have worked that out, sure, that's between y'all. You've worked it out. But at home, nobody's giving girls allowances just because they're girls. That's the crazy thing that men are doing here. They come here and suddenly you talk. When would you talk about an allowance at home? You never talk about giving a woman an allowance at home. It's just absolutely, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, unfortunately, here in the Philippines as well, I hear a lot of women not getting allowances from their local husbands. Okay, so especially because this one certain scenario that I talked to like a couple weeks ago, that this woman started asked the permission of the husband because the husband asked her to quit her job before. It was like 10 years ago. Now the woman wanted to have her own money. So she said that I want to have another job, but the husband won't allow her because
but they're husband and wife though.
Yeah, the point is the husband wouldn't give her an allowance.
Okay,
So what am I going to do? How can I pay for the stuff that I want to buy if he's not going to give me an allowance?
That's a little kind of controlling. But I think the point is that you're talking about a husband and wife.
Yeah.
Right?
But a lot of couples here are like that sometimes a lot of women would really they want us to be a stay-at-home mom, but at the same time, they're torn of asking their partners for money because they know that their partner will say something whenever they ask for money.
Right.
So it's sad to hear that some women would be shy or ashamed to ask money because their husband will say something or their partners will say something if they ask for money.
Well, I mean, but money is not unlimited, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
That's
there's a budget.
understandable.
There's a budget, and you both have to know what the budget is.
Yes, exactly.
And that's where you have the talk that Black Box was saying, where you sit down and you talk about, look, this is what the budget is. This is what this is what we make. This is what we owe. And this is what we have left over. So if you understand that the only thing you have left over is $1,000, and you're asking for something that costs $800, he might have a problem because that's going to cut into what you guys' budget is.
Yes.
But that's where you both have to sit down and know what's going on between y'all. Right?
So don't be asking a Filipina or don't be asking your partner to quit her job. So let's read the comment first. Shout out from Ray. Shout out to Peach. She never asked money from me. As she says, I have my own money, but I do pay often. She adds value to the relationship. So just like what he said in his call-in.
Right. What if you're retired though? What if you're a retired dude and you just want your girl with you all the time? Right? And so you ask her to quit her job. Is that okay?
I think that's okay, but you have to understand also that from time to time, she'll be needing money.
She's gonna need money.
She's gonna need money. So whether she asks or not, she's gonna need money.
See, I think you make a great point because the thing is, dudes say, "Oh, I don't want to be your ATM." But if you ask her to quit her job, you're volunteering to be her ATM.
Exactly.
You're volunteering to be her ATM because she still needs her own money for her own stuff, maybe her own family, maybe if she got kids, she still needs money. So you're saying, look, you can spend all this time with me. Now she's got free time, but she don't have much money, right? So you got to give her that money. And I think a lot of dudes don't get that. They're just, oh, she's always asking me for, well, what do you think? What do you want, bro?
Yes.
You wanted her to spend a lot of time with you. And she's spending a lot of time with you, but there's a cost for it. There's a cost.
And I think I get that. If that's what you really want with your partner, like for her to quit her job so that she can spend that time with you, that's you. That's what you want to that's how you want to spend your life, you know. But don't be complaining about a Filipina asking you for money. You ask her to quit her job in the first place. So Ray said, I can't be with anyone that is not going to add value to the relationship or disrupt my
I heard that, right?
DG, when we're exclusive, that's when my wallet would open up.
Yeah, I think I'm closer to what DG is talking about. When we're exclusive and we're in a committed relationship. When I'm talking about, when I get to the point where I'm saying, okay, I think this could be a long-term thing, then again, as long as she's bringing value to my life, and value does not mean box, because I'm bringing value to her life too, for that matter. But when she's bringing value to my life, making my life more peace, adding peace, and making things easier, making my life better, I'll open that wallet. She gets to upgrade. She upgrades me, I upgrade her.
Win-win.
It's a dub, right, for both of us.
So Obi-Wan said, I plan to visit Thailand, Vietnam, and Cambodia once I get settled.
You got to. And I might jump in your suitcase when you go to Cambodia, bro. I'm just saying.
You bring 2 suitcases, I'll be in the other one.
Right, that's what's up. Right.
Okay, Stephen McCardle is here.
What's
Thank
up,
you so
Stephen?
much, Stephen McCardle. Right. Okay, so Anders said to Obi-Wan, one of the reasons I am looking at Cambodia over Philippines is easier access to the rest of Asia. I think every country in Asia is easy access to Southeast
They're
Asia.
pretty. I mean, but I get what he's saying. I mean, Cambodia, easy access to Vietnam, easy access to Thailand. I mean, so I get what he's saying, though. It is more of a central point. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, all right. So Stephen McCardle said, you and your partner should be each other's closest advisors. And if you don't know, consult an expert.
There you go. There you go. Or somebody who knows more than you do, right?
Ivor is here. Glad you made it to our live stream, Ivor. Thank you so much.
What is up? What's happening?
Trex is here.
What's up, Trex?
It's Trex or T-Rex? Trex, right?
I thought it was Trex. He corrected us.
Yeah, he corrected us.
Yeah, well, it ain't T-Rex. Yeah.
So, yeah. DG said, more than not, it involves money when they ask for money.
Absolutely. Absolutely, right? And you guys, hey, if you guys are new in here, if you guys are just dropping in, leave your answer in the poll. Get in the poll, answer the poll, just 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then you can add your comment later, but just put the number in by itself. Just click 1, 2, 3, or 4 for your answer, and we'll read that off later. Okay.
Yeah, and if you want to share your thoughts, don't forget that this is a call-in live stream. The number is scrolling across the bottom of the screen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. All right.
That's me.
Oh, okay.
Planning to visit or relocate in the Philippines?
Oh, look at you. Look at you. Okay. All right. Right, Slick Rick. You guys, by the way, Slick Rick is off on vacation doing a camping trip. He has an annual camping trip, actually 2 of them that I know of. He has an annual camping trip, and then he does an annual fishing trip out to Lake Shasta, I think it is. So Slick Rick is out for this week and maybe next week, I think it is. But he's having a good time. I miss my brother because he makes everything so easy. And but he makes the man deserves the man deserves it for sure. Right. All right. Let's see. Ivor said,
I'm based my vote on my experience. Filipinas, in my opinion, are submissive, but number 3 was the biggest misconception.
Right.
They all want Western men.
Right.
Yep. I think so too.
Okay.
Okay. So.
All right. Hold on. All right. What's your next one? What's your next one?
My next one.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You just you just stop making your points, right?
Yeah. Okay. Talking point number 5. Filipinas don't cheat.
Okay.
And I'm just going to say that loyalty isn't determined by nationality. Because it's not just Filipinas. Other women in other countries do the same thing. But here in the Philippines, good people stay loyal and bad people don't. As simple as that. People who are not contented, I think that's where they don't stay loyal, and people who are loyal are, in my opinion, just my opinion, I think good people.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair
Okay.
enough. I've heard that before, that Filipinos are super loyal and they don't cheat. I'm glad you don't. Yeah. Well, next one. Yeah. I'll just leave it like that, right?
Okay.
I think people are always going to go. There are so many people out there, especially in this day and age with social media, that they're always looking for the come up. They're always looking for the best, for something better than what they have. There are some people who are content and who are happy with what they have, but then there's other people that are not happy, and their heads are on a swivel, and they're looking for the next best thing.
Okay, so I think nationality isn't the issue here, whether it's Filipinas or other women. I think it's character. So it depends upon her character, whether or not she's going to cheat, she's going to cheat.
Right.
Yeah, so whether it's with the foreign guy or with the local dude. But a lot of times, it's with the local dude.
It's more often than not, it's going to be with a local dude that she's been in love with for a long time. She put him on the burner. She put him on the back burner because she's got a foreigner on the hook now. And the foreigner is doing more for her financially than her local dude can. But she loves some of that local dude.
The local dude has some risk, can talk sweet to her, can listen to her. And something. Yeah. But I'm telling you, a lot of local men have this charisma, very charismatic. Yeah, very charismatic Filipino dudes.
Right. Let's answer this question. Jeff said, if we want to move somewhere other than Manila, do we have the hookup from? We can make some suggestions. If you're going to Manila, Cebu, Davao, then I have some suggestions as to where you can look. But if you're coming to Manila specifically, anywhere in the Metro Manila area, I specifically have people who are in the business of providing places and helping you to relocate.
That's right.
Right. Okay. All right. All right. It's your show, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Did we stop running your show? Okay.
I'm not used to running stuff, but okay. So let's move on to the next talking point. Okay. So this is one of the stereotypes or the misconceptions. The province girl is always better. So
Go ahead.
okay. So I think that the location doesn't determine the value, whether she's raised traditionally or not. Because I'm raised my whole life here in the city.
You're a city girl.
I'm a city girl, but I'm raised with traditional values.
That's why you like that, huh? That's why you like that?
I like that. How you like that? Yeah, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So, but there's a misconception that a lot of Western men believe that when a girl is from the province, she's not gonna know X, Y, and Z.
No, they try to sell that, dude.
Yeah.
Social media is the ultimate equalizer.
But I think, honey, sorry to cut you. I think that the women in the province are not yet exposed to a lot of things that a lot of city girls are exposed to. Let's say, for example, that there are plenty of bars here and plenty of malls, compared to when a woman in the province she would have to take a 2-hour bus ride just to get to the city center.
So you make a good point, but here's my thing. If you're a dude and you're not going to go out in the province and live out in the province where she is, and you're going to bring her to the city, what do you think is going to happen? You bring a province girl to the city, and now she's exposed to all of this, right?
You're bringing problems with you.
You're bringing you could be bringing a lot of problems. You could be bringing
because
a lot of problems.
she is adjusting the same way you are adjusting. So because I'm not opposed to you dating a province girl, but you have to understand, if you want a province girl, be ready to live in the province. Because just like the saying, just like the saying that you can take the girl out of the bar, but you can't take the bar out of the girl. So if you take the girl out of a province, then she may have this province values. Oh, I don't know this, I don't know this. She may not have, or she may not know a lot of stuff that a city girl would know. But of course, you should be open-minded to teach her a lot of stuff, because maybe she grew up in the deep province, maybe she grew up in the city center of the province, so she probably knew something. So it doesn't necessarily mean that there are wonderful people in the province. There's also wonderful people in the city. It depends upon how she's raised.
I think you got to vet, because we talk about, we've seen these videos about dudes who marry a Filipina and take her home to his own country, right? And then she suddenly changes, right?
Yeah.
She gets
overwhelmed
with all the attention that she's going to get and all that stuff. What do you think is going to happen to a girl in the province and you bring her to the city, right?
Well, that's the same thing. It's the same
thing,
principle.
right? It's the same exact principle, right? You take her out of the province, you bring her to the city, suddenly she's getting all this attention. She's never had to handle that where she comes from. So if you don't vet her, and I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but you really better know what kind of woman you're getting, because if you don't vet her, she might not be able to handle all of that. And you are gonna bring yourself a lot of potential problems.
Okay, so Iber said, my asawa, or my wife, is the foundation of our family. I tell her all the time, without her, nothing functions. Having money is not the same as running our home and children. Marriage is hard work, but worth it. Yeah, because I think that, you bring different value into the relationship. So you give money, she turns that money into meals, into keeping the household, and you provide a house, but she makes it a home. So whatever you give, she will turn it into something incredible.
She should. Right. If you pick the right one, she definitely will.
So Tiger Ronnie said, I was just thinking, should someone lower their lifestyle so that they are not upgrading hers needlessly? I just want to live my lifestyle. She can earn a place in it without me starting at the bottom. I think when you're this is just my opinion. I think that when you're used to eating at, let's say for example, because he gave an example earlier about Texas Roadhouse, why would you stop eating at Texas Roadhouse if that's what you're used to? So why would you stop just because you don't want to upgrade her lifestyle? I mean, you can introduce, but
as long as your budget's the same, do what you do, eat where you eat, and take her with you. I think my key point is, don't give anything to anybody who hasn't earned it. That's my whole point. I just think there's so many dudes who come here, they require nothing of the woman except that she's given, she's lubing them up and she's giving them a tune-up. And that's it. If that's all you're requiring.
Because I think one way or another, Annie, you are upgrading. If you are going to date here in the Philippines, one way or another, you are still upgrading the life of that person. Whether it's financially or something about cultural exposure or upgrading, whether you're going to eat somewhere more fancy than she's used to, you're still upgrading her life.
How are you upgrading her life? I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just, for example, how are you upgrading her life?
So let's just say, for example, this similar example, Texas Roadhouse. She's never been to Texas Roadhouse.
Mhm.
So
She's been around there, but she probably
yeah, she's seen it, but you know, she's used to eating at McDonald's or Jollibee.
Right.
But now you're with her. Now you introduced her to Texas Roadhouse. So I think that's an upgrade already.
You take her to Morton's and she's eating rice with her hand. Anyway, but
you get my point?
No, I wasn't disagreeing with you. I was just wanting you to provide examples, right? How is she upgrading your life?
She's upgrading your life by, of course, you know, you get, how do you say this? When you, gratification. It's like gratification. I don't know if
I need
you,
more than that.
hold on. So, for example, some people, because to me, personally, when I help someone, when I think that I'm helping this person, it gives me my sense of purpose.
That's great, but tell me about the help. Tell me about the help you're giving me. How are you upgrading my life? And I'm making a generalization. I'm not talking about you and me. I know how you upgrade my life. But in general, how is the Filipina upgrading a man's life?
So
What is she doing for him that makes his life? How does she upgrade his life?
So I think that if you serve your partner, I think that's what a lot.
What does that mean?
Serving your partner, let's say, for example, taking care of his house.
Okay.
Taking care of his house, that's a start. I mean, that's not the only way to help him, you know, to give back to what he's doing for you.
Okay.
But that's one way of serving him.
Okay.
You know, and doing stuff for him, managing his household. And most importantly, like it's underrated for a lot of Filipinas and a lot of women too, is provide him the peace, depending on his whatever.
Providing the peace.
Providing his peace or adding to his peace, whether or not the definition of peace. I think it varies depending on the man or the person, that your definition of peace varies. It's totally different for every person. Not so for some people.
You think it's totally different for most men? The definition of peace?
I think that you have a different perspective of what peace means to you compared to what...
My question was, do you think peace has a different definition for most men, or do you think most men have a general definition of what peace means?
I think they have a general definition of what peace means, but to each person, it varies what does peace really mean for you. So if one person, for example, for this one person, I just need you to keep quiet the whole time, that's peace for me.
Right.
Okay, so if in this person, I don't need you to ask me for help and I need you to solve your own problems, that's peace for me. So there are two different definitions of peace for each person. It varies.
Okay. Okay. It's your show.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
It's not a dictatorship.
It's your show.
Dictatorship. Dictatorship. Huh?
Every day, y'all. Can you please?
Can we read the comments, honey?
Right.
Okay. Alert. So we have. Let's do the screaming man.
I keep missing it, I guess.
Yeah, but I can only see it from our thing. Yeah, we can see it from our... I'm sorry if Thank you so much, Marvin Bolds, for sending Uncle Alert for 440 jewels. I don't know.
We're gonna have to do something.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out.
Hey, you know what? I mean,
don't know
maybe
what
they
that
know. You guys, let us know what that is.
Oh, there's
this is
a
the
thing.
first time.
Oh, okay. So whenever you do a chat, there's a gift box over here beside the dollar. So I think that's a gifting thing. I don't know what it's converted to, but
got it. Okay.
so maybe I assume that jewels will be equivalent to money. So maybe I don't know.
Whatever it is, thank you. Yeah, that's the bottom line. Thank you. We appreciate it. Yeah.
Support. Thank you so much.
You want to read Obi-Wan's comment?
Yes, Obi-Wan said, I wouldn't lower my lifestyle for anyone. I would not flaunt, but that's it. I earned this.
Exactly. That's my thinking.
You worked hard for it.
I work hard for my money, and I'm gonna spend it how I want to spend it, and I'm gonna spend it on who I want to spend it on. Right. And that's the thing. That's the thing. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Online. It was earlier, honey.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Now. We already fixed it.
Stop
Double
checking.
check.
It's still down. Actually, it's down again. Okay.
Yeah, and the speaker is down as well.
Yeah,
okay, so let's
people
go.
aren't doing their jobs.
Yeah, I'm doing it now. Good thing no one called. Okay,
how
so
do you know?
Huh?
I said, how do you know nobody?
Because
called?
it will pop up when someone calls. Okay, so may I read the comments? Okay, so okay, there you go. DG said, Richie, I'm still vacuuming my wife's hair to this day. It's the trade-off for liking long hair on my wife.
You know what, DG, on the real, sometimes I bitch and whine and moan, in truth, and occasionally I find hair. Last night, I find hair in my food. I do. Yeah.
How did
Ain't nobody else, ain't no other women over here, so I don't know how. But I'm just telling you, I will find hair, and it's not a short hair. It's not a short hair. I'm talking about I find hair in my food like I did
I wasn't
yesterday.
here last night.
Yeah, but you were here yesterday. Yeah, I'm just saying, however it gets there. But would I want her to have different hair? I like her hair. I think her hair is one of the most beautiful parts of her. So I wouldn't want to change it. I just don't want to eat it. And I just don't want it in my food and in my drawers when I'm, sometimes I got to unwrap your hair around my junk. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, bro. Okay. I love her hair. I just don't want it in my mouth. You know what I'm saying. Okay, you know what I'm saying. Anyway.
Okay, so
Keep going.
So let's move to
do you have another point?
Yes, I have enough points. Yeah. Okay, so beauty equals talking point number 7. I think it's beauty equals good character. So I think that physical attraction is a start. Physical attraction. Okay, physical attraction is a start, and it gets the attention of men because men are visual creatures. Of course, you get attracted by physical looks, but their character keeps the relationship together. So, of course, she's gorgeous, she's pretty, everyone envies him for having a good, beautiful woman beside his arm, but she constantly lies, she manipulates, and, looks cannot fix the bad behavior. She's not loyal. So, yeah. I don't think that beauty is a common misconception that,
There we go. Okay. It's a common misconception.
It's a common misconception that if you're beautiful, you also have a good character. It doesn't always go that way.
I think it seldom goes that way.
Yeah.
I think it's... I'm a believer that the more pretty your woman is, the more problems you are likely to have. A lot of time. Not every time, and I know that's a generalization, but I'll stand on that one. The more pretty she is, the more problems you are likely to have being with her. That's what I would say. So but I agree with you. I think it just because she's pretty, it doesn't mean her character's good.
It's not a guarantee.
It's
definitely not a guarantee.
For sure. So I agree with that. All right, I'm working on the phone line. The phone line is down, but I'm
okay. So while you're working on that, don't forget that this is a call-in live stream, and join in the poll. If you haven't answered the poll yet, the question is, what are the biggest lies you have heard about Filipinas? Type your answers, just a number only, 1, 2, 3, or 4, depending on your answer.
Right.
Okay, so Nap said, I also don't want to lower my desired lifestyle in retirement. I worked for that retirement lifestyle and now want to enjoy it in my retirement. A woman can join me in my lifestyle if she earns it.
Exactly. Exactly. I totally agree with that. Yeah, I'm. That's my thing. I'm serious. I'm gonna stand on that forever. I know there's dudes in Thailand. There's dudes here that come here and they're just gonna throw money. They're gonna throw money at a woman. They're gonna just shower her with gifts and affection and all this stuff. But those dudes always end up broke, or they always end up getting their heart broken. Because I gave her everything. I did this for her. I did that. In the end, in the grand scheme of things, none of that matters. It's what you bring to the table, and it's not just going to be dick or trips. It has to be more. It has to be leadership. It has to be love, empathy, all the stuff that's required of a man who a woman's looking for a long-term relationship. And leadership, responsibility, provision, and protection.
And I think it goes both ways. It's not just the box for women. So you need to add more value to the table, more than just your box. So you need to add more loyalty to it. You need to put some food. Okay. So
got him. Got him.
So you need to add more peace in the relationship. You need to be trustworthy. You need to be respectful. All of those things that more than just the box. I think that a lot of women overestimate or overvalue their...
The phone lines are up now,
Yeah.
too. Phone lines are up now. So if you want to call in, if we missed your call, the phone line is up. Why I always say the phone lines? Like we got like 3 or 4 or 5 lines, right? The phone line is up. If you want to call in, give us a call. We'll take your call right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Apparently it's not just me who has the problem with the hair, and I've heard that before. I know what it is. I get it, and I try not to bitch and whine about it too much. But you know, when
Don't worry,
when I
because
get it in my food, it
pisses me off too, because that's that's the disadvantages of having long hair. I don't want to cut my hair, but you know, those are I tried ways and means to keep this to myself. I try my best that whenever I brush near the trash can, so you know I can put it directly to the
trash can's near the stove.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Ray's in the house. Adrian Marshall, who
Hello,
changed
Adrian. No, he's still
looking suave, right?
That's his
my man.
Old profile.
Okay.
Yeah, Adrian Marshall, love and peace, family. Late yet always here. Thank you so much for the support. Always,
we
Adrian.
Appreciate you, brother.
Mr. Ray, it's been a while. Hello, Mr. Ray. Thank you for joining us. Okay, Black Box said, yeah, I learned the hard way when I was dating a Pinay in America about the hair. Love the hair, but not cleaning it out of the sink and shower. Okay, so Young Fresh.
What's
said,
up? Brooklyn's
hello.
in the house.
Yeah, women's hair naturally sheds, so finding it around the house is pretty common. I have 4 sisters, and from my experience, it's something every woman deals with to some extent.
Yeah, you can't get around it. You really can't get around it. It just is what it is. Like I said, I can deal with it, but I mean, when I eat it, I was eating eggs, and literally, I just, sometimes, this morning, I pulled some off my leg. Last night, I unwrapped your hair from around my junk. How it got there is beyond me. I mean, how that hair got around my junk is, I don't know. But anyway, yeah.
Anders said, heck, I pick up hair in my shower and I'm single.
Right.
Okay, so Tiger said, can you have a girlfriend and a different live-in housekeeper? Will that cause a conflict?
No, if she's old and ugly, old, fat, and ugly, it won't cause no conflict at all.
Yeah.
But most dudes don't want an old, fat, ugly housekeeper. They want a cute little housekeeper, and that's going to cause a problem.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. And if you want a housekeeper, honey, I'm going to choose the housekeeper.
Actually, I said that. You didn't make that decision. I made that. But I would let you choose the housekeeper.
Yeah.
Because just
I know your type.
Avoid a phone. Yeah, just to avoid a phone.
I know your type. We're going to avoid all means.
Right. Flat-chested.
Choose someone who's totally opposite.
Yeah, some little skinny, flat-chested girl who, pimply face. Yeah. But she's damn good at her job.
Yeah, right. But, anyway. I don't know. Okay, so Amwat said, I like a lady with own job, as that is a value system to set an amount on a monthly basis.
And the Lord said, amen. Absolutely. I said it from start. If she ain't got a job, you can say hi to me, you can say goodbye to me, but that's about it. I'm not dealing with no woman who can't take care of herself. Period. Maybe if I was retired, then maybe nah. I want you to be able to have a job when we retire, baby. If we still together, when we retire, you don't have to have a job. You could be retired. Right?
I could be retired.
You could be retired. We'll be
no. I'll file for an early retirement.
I could do that. But man, no, I'm not messing with nobody who doesn't have a job. If she some kind of income, how about that? She needs to have some kind of income.
I can do
where she can take care of herself. You can do some. You can do that oil wrestling again. Out in Poblacion on Thursday night. Thursday nights in Makati, y'all. Right? Yeah.
Anyway.
Ching is tougher than y'all think. All right.
Okay. Okay, DG said, young, fresh, that's the trade-off for loving her long hair.
Absolutely. Bud Phillips is in the house. What's
Hello,
up, Bud?
Thank you so much for joining us. Obviously, I'm not going to ask her to give up her career last year of law school.
Right. Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's different. I just wouldn't ask a woman to give up her job, and I wouldn't ask a woman to give up her job. And I've heard dudes say, "Well, you know, my girlfriend wants me to help her start a business and all that stuff," and I'm cool with that. But my thing is, okay, what kind of business acumen do you have? Do you know how to work with money? Do you know buying and selling? Do you know customer service? And if you want me to help you start a business, where's your money? Right? If that's your dream, because again, I'm gonna stand on this. If that is your dream, if your dream is, you know, I want to start a sorry store, I want to start this, I want to start that. Okay, where's your money? And I'm not saying you got to have it all, but you should have something where you're working towards your dream, right? If this is really your dream, right, you should have something to show for your dream. Where's your business plan? Where's your money, right? And then now you can ask me to help you. Look, Rich, hey, baby, look, I want to start this business. Here's my plan, right? Now you got my attention, right? Okay, how much money you got saved? Look, because I know how much you make. Okay, I've saved 10% of it. Okay, you got my attention. It was probably hard for you to save 10% or 15%. Now you got my attention because I see you're doing something. You're not just looking for me to do everything for you. You're doing something. Now you got my attention, but I'm not trying to come in and be nobody's savior.
You are going to fulfill my dream.
Shit.
So Young Fresh said, every man is different. We all have to accept something that is super annoying.
Absolutely.
To me, accepting hair on the floor is not a deal breaker for me. Is it annoying? Absolutely, but not a deal breaker.
Far from a deal breaker. I mean, super far from a deal breaker. It just is what it is. You can't get around it. I remember when you cut your hair, I had a little bit of an attitude. I was like, why you cut your hair? Yeah, I love your hair. I love you. Yeah, you got pretty hair. Keep your hair.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's move on to the next comment. Who's that? Iber said, what is this talk about allowance? My asawa is making $620 per month. I provide $1,500 per month. Now, my wife makes due and she stays within our budget.
But that's his wife, though, right? Okay.
That's your wife.
And see, that is the key difference. That's your wife. And that to me says everything I need to hear. If it's your wife, you do what you need to do. You guys work it out between you. But if it's a girlfriend, you ain't even living in the Philippines, you sending money, and you guys ain't even in a committed long-term. Stop with all of that. Stop with all of that.
Yeah, I just remember this girl that I talked to while we were in the pool.
Yeah,
and then a guy sending her allowance just to stay here in this condo.
Right. And for them, these condos are expensive.
It is.
For them. I mean, I've heard many people say, wow, I can't believe you pay that much for your condo, right? Because, I mean, people are paying like 4,000 to 6,000 pesos a month for their condo, and I'm paying significantly more than that. And to local
for a condo?
No, for a place. Local people, I'm talking about.
Okay.
Local people talking about what
That's
they
just
pay.
a room.
Yeah, exactly. So imagine the difference between where they live and where I live. Right? It's a huge difference.
It is.
Right. So when you're allowance, right? You crazy. You know what? Upgrade her up for what? You're not even living here. You're a dude from home. You're not even living here. You just got a girl. You like her. She says she likes you. You don't know what she's doing. And didn't your girl say she had a dude here?
Yeah,
she had a local dude here.
She always go, not just a local dude, but a foreign dude also. She always go out on clubs every weekend, and then yeah. She's out. She belongs to the streets.
She belongs to the streets. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. You're running the show, right?
Okay. So, talking point. This is second to the last talking point. Western men are automatically a catch. So it's like somehow similar to number 3, which is they all want Western men. So we mentioned previously that a lot of Filipinas would choose a local man, given the
if he had the same financial if he had the same financial assets or wealth that the foreigner had, 9 times out of 10 she would choose the local dude.
Yeah, I think because number one is the communication thing.
Same culture.
Yeah, same culture. And many Filipinos today have careers, education, and of course they also have options on top of that. So being foreigner or being a foreign man here in the Philippines is not enough anymore. Just like here in the Philippines, that being traditional or being being kind isn't, or being submissive isn't enough anymore. So I think that being a foreign guy, you also need to have, number one is boundaries and leadership and emotional maturity and of course consistency, and those things still matter in a relationship. And of course the experience that you bring into the table, knowing that you are of course substantially mature, and the age gap relationship, you're more mature than that Filipina, then yeah, you bring a lot to the table. It's not just you're a foreigner, because we could all agree that it's clout for some Filipinas to be with a foreign guy, to be with a foreign man, because a lot of Filipinas are looking at that Filipina, oh, she's with a foreigner guy, oh, she's foreigner guy, and automatically a lot of local people will tell her that, oh, she's after the money, because automatically some Filipinos would really assume that all foreigners have money. All foreigners are.
I think that's a pretty decent assumption here. But the question is how much money, right? But likely if he's living here, he's going to have more money than the average girl here.
Yeah.
Even in the city in Manila, a foreigner, if he's retired, is going to make more money. I mean, than most women, almost no matter what her job is. I was looking up how much a lawyer makes. In Manila, right? I Googled how much a senior partner makes in Manila. I was aghast. And I was like, thank God I'm not here, right? But if that's what a senior partner makes, then imagine what a woman thinks when she hooks up with a foreigner, and the life she is immediately upgraded to, the lifestyle she's upgraded to. It's a big change. It's a big change. And it's going to tell you a lot about the woman you're with and how she handles that lifestyle. A lot about the woman you're with.
Okay.
Okay. Was that your 10?
No.
Okay. What's your number 10?
Number 10 is love alone is enough. That love is important and love can move mountains. Love is not the only ingredient, gosh. I think it applies not only here in the Philippines but everywhere. Like, love is not enough. It's a start that you love that person, but you have to have trust, which is very, very important here in the Philippines. No trust, communication. We may communicate differently, but at least you understand each other. And financial responsibility. You hear a lot of videos, you watch a lot of videos where that woman or that Filipina took away all the life savings and spent it all of it. And then you're
making Rafi Tofo rich,
yes,
dude.
I know. And
he's getting all the votes.
Respect and shared goals. If that woman in one way or another contributing to achieve your goal, then at least that's a start. She may not be able to do the same level that you're doing, but in one way or another she's contributing for you to achieve the goal that you want.
Right.
Okay, so for example, you're starting up a business, she's not really good at certain aspects, but she's helping or she's contributing the best way she can, or at least the way she knows how to contribute to what you want to do.
Right.
Yeah.
But she's contributing.
She's contributing, right? Not extend.
Right. But I always say, I understand she shouldn't. She's probably not going to be able to contribute financially, but you can contribute financially, right? So the whole 50-50 notion, you can throw that out the window financially. But when it comes to what she can contribute overall, there's a lot of things she can do.
Yeah.
There's the three. Give me the three piece.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the three piece, and we're good to go. That's you contributing. That's you contributing.
But let's say, for example, you want to put up a business or you want to set up a goal. Let's say, for example, a YouTube channel.
When you say you, who's you?
You and your partner.
Okay.
You and your partner, or let's say, for example, as a Western man, you want to achieve certain goals, and you need someone to help you out with it. I mean, if she's like, go, let's do it. She had the attitude already of doing it, and at the same time, she didn't have like the exact skills, the acumen that you have, but she's working on helping you achieve that goal, helping you to. She's contributing her.
Shout out to you.
Because sometimes, I'm stumped in some things because I really poured my mind into it. I really don't know, but that's where you came. That's where you come in, because
where I come in.
That's where you come in to supply what I lack, and I think that's where I come in to supply what you lack.
What's that?
Huh?
What's that?
What you lack? You don't lack a lot of things, but sometimes I help you enjoy or make you appreciate a lot of things at the moment.
Thank you, sweetie.
That's so sarcastic.
I'm just asking. It's an honest question.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, what I hear what you're saying, but let's move on. So Nap said, I think the term allowance sounds childish.
I do too.
I prefer another term. I heard IRS, income replacement stipend. That's an acronym, describes how I think of it. It's an easy term to remember. So just stipend. Stipend or allowance is the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, we can.
You can rename
it's
it.
semantics.
Yeah.
I mean, we can name it whatever you want to, but giving a woman money to be with you to me is ridiculous. To me, the concept of giving anyone anything without them earning it to me is absolutely ludicrous.
It's finally getting into me. Now you have to earn.
Giving anyone anything in this world, how do you teach anyone anything that they can that you're just going to give them stuff?
You are just teaching them to be entitled.
Of course.
You're just teaching them that they deserve stuff.
You're just going to give them something without them contributing, without them reciprocate, without them earning it. To me, you're asking to end the relationship, because eventually she's gonna get tired of your ass, and if you're giving her all that, she's gonna think. And how about this? Let's say this woman is, I'll use Cal's expression, a yummy 6, right? She's a yummy 6, and you're an average dude yourself, a 5 or a 6, whatever, right? If you're giving her, you're taking her out on trips. You don't think that there's a point. Unless she's in love with you, unless you're doing everything else. If you're leading with your money, you don't think there's a point where she can say, if I got this dude to give me all this, that whole thing about what they call it, hypergamy, right? Maybe I can get a dude who's a 7 to give me all this, a 7.5 to give me all of this, right? And he might give me more. Maybe I can get another dude who does this, and he can give. She's gonna keep
looking
because she didn't have to earn it. It's like you buying a car. It's like someone giving you a car versus you having to work hard to buy the car, right? If you had to work hard and work hard and work hard to get that car, man, when you finally get it, you're gonna take care of it. You're gonna everything. Because you earned it. You worked hard for it. Yes. Man, you give anybody anything, they're not going to work hard for it because they don't have to.
Honey, you have to pay me to not go here. You wouldn't have to pay me to spend time with you. I'll volunteer.
I appreciate that. As much as you make me crazy sometimes, I'll say this. I would much rather you be here making me crazy than you be out in the streets looking elsewhere. So I appreciate you. Shout out to you for else. Little sugar. There you go. Yeah.
Right. Your blood sugar will go higher. That's the kind of sugar.
Oh man. Man, come on. I give you one card. Come on with the show.
Okay. Trust in God always. Everyone always talk about Southern Islands. I think a lot of people sleeping on places like Vegan City, Lawag City that is growing, or Tuguegarao City. These are all great places. Don't sleep on them. I agree. Vegan is a very historical place in the north.
Right.
And I've been there twice, and it's really beautiful. There's a Spanish era. So if you just joined in our live stream, don't forget we have a poll here. Participate in the poll by typing in your answer 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just the number by itself. What are the biggest lies you have heard about Filipinas? Leading at 47%, they don't care about your age.
Yeah. It's getting a little closer. The poll's a little bit closer now. They all want Western. Men is 40%, so it's a little close, okay? Filipinos are traditional, right? That's one of the things that I heard. And that I'd say that was probably one of the biggest ones I heard. Filipinos are traditional, and they, you know, and the ones from the countryside are better. Those are like.
What do you think? What do you think about those stereotypes?
I don't think awful. I'm in Manila, right? I'm in Manila, so I see Filipinos every day who are not traditional, who are tatted up. I think social media has caught up with a lot of the lifestyle here, especially in the city. And I think there's a lot of women here who are, it's interesting because they want to imitate the lifestyle in the West, but they don't have the financial means to imitate the lifestyle in the West. So they're trying to act like they're strong and independent, but you don't have any money. How can you be strong and independent without money?
It's funny too. I was laughing because I saw a street beggar, like knocking on the Grab that I was in with the boys. The street beggar has policies.
That would be funny to see.
Policies and girl, you can afford policies and nails.
Maybe she put them on herself, right?
I'm here in the Grab. I don't have nails and lashes.
Maybe she put them on herself. Right?
Yeah. What Neil Davis said, hello Neil Davis, but you laugh, Rich. They will do that in public with their hands, like eating with their hands, probably.
Right.
That's
they do, and I made a joke because I mean I think it depends. You know where you are has a lot to do with your habits or whatever. But our boys eat with their hands sometimes, and I'm cool with that.
Especially when you're eating chicken
because those are finger foods. I would hope that if we went to Morton's, Ching wouldn't, start eating rice with her hands. I would hope not.
I seldom use a spoon these days.
Right. I mean, and it's not like I think eating with your hands is bad, because in some cultures, it's that's the culture. That's the culture. If you go to the Middle East, they do it all over, right? But I think there's a time and a place for that.
Yeah,
that's all I'm
agree.
Saying. Yeah. But Neil, you're absolutely on point though, right?
Marvin Bolds,
what's up, Marv?
Rich and Cheng, shouting out from Dallas,
Texas.
Out
there in Dallas, Texas, right?
Yeah, represent.
Right? Yeah, I want to do the. I keep wanting to do the hook 'em horns. I can't do it because I'm an SC dude, right?
We can't. We're SC.
Yeah. That's like saying something good about the Dodgers, man.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, that's where I draw the line. Damn it.
Hell to the N-O.
Hell to the N-O, right? Right. We are Niners fans, Giants fans, and USC fans. That's what we do. That's how we rock.
That's our team.
Yeah.
We only
Warriors
wear
and
Warriors.
Fans. Yeah.
Yeah, we only wear orange, but we wear Giants.
No, we just ran out of laundry. We was gonna wear some other stuff, but we ran out of laundry and ain't got this. So Texas it is.
Yeah.
And
the material is good.
The shirts are nice. The shirts are nice. Yeah. Shout out to OT. Yeah, all right.
Okay, Gonzo. Hello, Gonzo. You're eating your steak while she's nibbling on her rice.
Yeah. When's the last time you had steak, honey?
I haven't had steak.
Won't eat steak. I mean, we've been to Texas Roadhouse I don't know how many times now, and she wants to try steak, but I'm like, get the steak then. No, it's too expensive. It's too expensive. No, it's too expensive. No, it's too expensive. But she's like, hey, get the steak. Get the steak, right? Because if I get the steak, she's going to eat half of my steak.
I won't feel bad.
Exactly.
I wouldn't feel bad that it's too expensive because I didn't order it.
Right. All right. All right. So did you get all your points in?
Yeah, I think I got the points in. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good enough. Okay. So you got all your points. I'll do mine. The biggest things that I've heard is, number one, that every Filipina is traditional. I don't believe that at all. Being here in Manila, all you got, walk to Mega Mall, right? Go into Mega Mall, and
showing all the cleavage.
There's plenty of women out there showing cleavage. Women with skirts up to their cooches, right? Which is crazy to me. But literally skirts so short, it's crazy. And there's plenty of women out here like that. And if you really think that Filipinos are traditional, just go to Poblacion and Makati, right? You'll find every Filipino who is far from traditional walking the streets out there, or go to the club. Hey y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I always talk about how I'm not out at night, and I went to the club last week. Was it last weekend? I went to the club last weekend. I've never been to a club in Manila, right? And I was out with some friends. I met with a group of friends, and we were at some jazz club. Just a little jazz club with a little group of us. And they were like, "Hey, we're gonna go somewhere else." I thought we were going to another small pub or something. Turns out they wanted to go to a club. So what the hell, So I said, what the hell? I'm gonna go to this club and check it out. Never been to a club here, and I danced. I got like 12,000 steps, some crazy amount of steps. But it reminded me, look, number one, who wants to be the old ninja in the club? First and foremost, right? But two, I got no business being out in the club. I drank a little bit. I had a good time because the people I was with were cool people, right? Some other expats, and we had a really good time. But I'm not trying to be out in the club, dude. Spending up money. Nothing good. Nothing good comes in the club. Nothing good.
I think the only time I'll go out on a club is with family.
Yeah.
The last time I was in the club was with my family.
Right.
When
Owen was here, right? We went to see. That's what I thought I thought we were going to some little joint, some little bar, some little tiny joint. We went to a club, right? With all these young.
I can't remember when was the last time that I went to a club.
Right. Yeah, you didn't miss nothing. And it just reminded me I didn't miss nothing either. Right.
Chicago Hoosier. Hello, thank you for joining us. My Filipina girlfriend in the States many years ago unexpectedly cut her hair. I was so disappointed. I was told that when a woman cuts her hair short, that means she's done with her relationship.
That's what I heard too. That's why I said,
That's a coping, something new.
She's ready for change.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're usually never good, right?
But to be honest, if you see me cutting my hair, I'm doing it for a purpose because I donate my hair. Yeah, I donate my hair.
If you see her cutting her hair, somebody else is wearing it. But, yeah. But hopefully, it might be a cancer patient.
Yeah, because that I go to, if your girlfriends are up to donating hair, just go to the Makati Medical Center, and they need to have it not untreated hair, and it needs to be 12 inches. Then what you need to donate is 12 inches long.
Right.
So my hair will be up here if I'm going to donate some.
Cool with all that.
Yeah.
But your hair was like down to your booty before.
Yes, that's why I donated it.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So DG said business plan and mission statement first and foremost.
So that's going back to what I was saying. Like if you want, if you wanting me to help you start a business, okay, I'm listening, right? I'm not going to shut it down.
I'm going to make a proposal to you and lay down my business proposal. I need to see it in writing, because if you were doing that to anybody, to any kind of dude who is a VC person, venture capitalist, and you said, "Oh, I got a plan. Listen to this," right? He's going to shut you down right off the bat. Where's the business plan? That's what they're going to, period. If you don't have a business plan, and it's easy to do nowadays because you got ChatGPT. Right? AI.
You got AI to knock that out in you can knock out a whole business plan in 30 minutes now, right? It used to take days to do all the research. Now you can do it in 30 minutes. But you don't have a business plan? You want me to give you money? You crazy. My hard-earned money for you to squander. You have no business.
You just have to trust me on this.
Yeah, just trust me. Trust me, Rich. No, I don't think so. Yeah, show me what you put into it, right? Show me what you put into it. Now you can get me to listen. Show me you put blood, sweat, and tears into it. You put together a business plan. Show me you save some money. Show me take me to the spot where you want your store to be or your place to be. Like, look, let me take you to the spot. Let me show you. I scouted it out. I've been looking around. Here's the spot. Show me you put work into it. And now I'm listening. But for me you proposing this, but you want me to do all the work. Crazy.
I want a business, honey.
I know you lying. I know you lying. You don't want nothing to do with being an entrepreneur.
Yeah. You know what I want to be? A taste tester. I can taste it.
You get to test. You get to be a taste tester all the time.
Yeah.
You get to be a taste tester all the time.
No poison.
I can help you with that. Yeah.
No poison. Good job.
Yeah.
So Anders said, my social security at 67 is projected to be more than the cheap pilot at Philippine Airlines.
Exactly. It is crazy. I literally looked up what the managing partner or the senior partner makes here, and my salary, when I say dwarfs their salary, I mean really dwarfs their salary. Right. I mean, I was shocked. Because I was like, come on, you're a managing partner, you're a senior, you got to make some money. But I was like, good googly moogly. I mean, goodness.
You have to be in the right institution where you need to, where you're going to be paid well.
Right.
So, I've scouted, I've been to several institutions where the benefit, you weigh the benefits, the salary grade, and eventually over time, fortunately for me, I landed on a good institution.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you.
It takes time. So, Iber, between my SS and VA compensation,
Social Security.
Okay. And VA compensation, I am in the 1% of earners in the Philippines. But when my wife met me, I had nothing. Love, I agree with Cheng, where it starts.
That's where it starts, right? It's a good foundation, but it ain't gonna carry you by itself.
Yes, it won't put food on the table.
Oh no.
Well, see, I knew you were going to say that because before I said love can put food on the table. Why? Because if I love you, I'm going to find ways on how I can put food on the table.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, because I mean, I cook. Yeah, I cook for you even when I'm a little perturbed with you. But I'll cook for you. I'll do things for you. I'll put food on the table. But
even if
the point is, will it keep food on the table by itself? Will it keep you putting food on the table over long term?
Yeah, I agree. Right. Yeah, even if you're mad at your partner, you still serve the partner. Something like that. Black Box said, the hardest thing for me is to sell my car, and it symbolizes who I am. But I'm at the stage where I shouldn't rely on that anymore.
Nah, you got to move past. Right? But I know I know that man loves his car, right? Yeah, I know. Man, to hell with them damn Dodgers.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah, I'm tired. Don't y'all get tired of winning, man? Y'all don't get tired of winning. I watch my damn Giants get their asses kicked all the time, man. But I watched them win. I watched when a decade ago. I watched them win all the time. So,
Jeff. Hello, Jeff. Thank you for joining us. I'm a Spurs, Dolphin, and Astro fan, but my home teams are the Bucks, Packers, and Brewers.
Okay, so he's up. You know what the Bucks are?
Milwaukee Bucks.
Shout out to you.
I know basketball.
Where the Packers at?
Huh?
Where the Packers at?
The grocery. The Packers.
all of them are. I mean, the Packers are in Green Bay. They're in Wisconsin, but the Brewers are also in Milwaukee too.
Okay.
So, all right, good call. I didn't know you knew it. I didn't know you knew that.
I know that.
Impressive.
Toronto Raptors.
Impressive.
I don't know NBA.
If I asked you to show me Toronto on the map, could you show me where it is?
Yeah.
Without.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Because I know Canada. Because my relatives.
That's true, huh? That's true. Okay. All right, but not too long ago. I mean, before like 15 years. Okay, maybe 50 more. Before 2010, I probably wouldn't have known where Toronto was on a map. Before 2010,
maybe I'm going to say something stupid, but this is just a disclaimer already. I was wondering, because all the NBA teams are like states in the US, yeah, and I'm wondering why Toronto was there. It's in Canada.
It used to be 2 teams. It used to be Vancouver Grizzlies had a team. There were 2 expansion teams, Toronto Raptors and the Vancouver Grizzlies. But the Vancouver Grizzlies became the Memphis Grizzlies. But Toronto was able to keep their franchise.
Yeah, okay.
Right, so that's what happened.
I see.
But pretty soon there's going to be teams in Europe. Yeah, it's going to be NBA teams in Europe, right? Anyway, okay, so I think, all right.
Okay, so Amawat said, what's the managing partner digits who buys big houses and penthouses?
Entertainers, bro. Entertainers. Entertainers.
Yeah. A lot of celebrities here buy the big houses.
Politicians,
celebrities.
Entertainers. That's who.
And wealthy, rich people here.
Entertainers, investors, politicians.
Businessmen.
Yeah. It is not doctors and lawyers here. For sure, right.
But to be honest, a lot of my students who are going to be doctors, they're rich already. I mean, because if you are pursuing medicine here in the Philippines, it's going to be expensive. So you need to have money to pursue your education. So if you're taking up medicine here, you expect that most of the time your parents have money already, or your family has money. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so can I move on to the next comment? Let me borrow that. Okay, so Mansfield, Houston. Hello, thank you for joining us. So let us know where you're watching from, even if it already said Houston. So how is a Filipina supposed to demonstrate her self-worth when you and many Western men won't accept any answer? Oh, well. I don't think I understand.
How is a Filipina supposed to demonstrate her self-worth when you and many Western men won't accept any answer? I don't understand what that means. Why wouldn't you accept? Maybe you can elaborate a little bit. Help us understand. Why wouldn't the Western men accept any answer? I'm not sure about that. Yeah. I would accept an answer. Yeah. I'm not sure about that. Yeah.
How is she supposed to demonstrate? Demonstrate what you can do for your partner. So yeah, that's how you can show the partner that what's your self-worth is, how valuable you are. So Anders said 1% in the Philippines, about 200K to 250 pesos a month. Yikes, that is a fraction of what I make in IT, and I'm not even managing.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so Amawat, sorry, go ahead. Amawat said, I was shocked at doctors and pilots' revenue digits, run rings around them.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Go ahead.
Hello.
What's up, Black Box?
Hey, I'm calling to answer that young lady's question about how can a Filipino show her self-worth. It's a day-to-day process because nothing's done the grandiose wise. She's coming in, she's being consistent, she's staying on her purpose, she has a job, she's doing the work to maintain her job and maintain her responsibilities, whether she's living in her own place or with her family, and she's spending whatever time with me, but she's doing what she has to do, and that's all I need for her proof. She doesn't have to go above and beyond that, whatever she's doing as a functional adult at that moment, period. And she approved to me everything I need to know. As long as she ain't out doing crazy stuff on WhatsApp or, Instagram and all that other stuff and doing all that crazy nighttime stuff. But if she stays on her purpose, she don't need nothing else to prove to me. And I think to any other I am here either.
Right. Right. And just appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Thank you.
And just to answer the question, I just used AI real quick again. A managing partner at the biggest law firm in Manila makes between 5 million and 24 million. The 24 million is nice because that's about 400,000 the Philippines a year. But 5 million is $85,000. So I said, what's of the largest law firm in the Philippines? I took the largest law firm. So if you took the average law firm in the Philippines, it would be substantially lower, but usually around $85,000 for a managing partner. We're not just talking about a partner. We're not talking about an associate. We're talking about a managing partner, senior partner. And that means that you're talking about 20 years of experience right there as a senior partner or a managing partner. And that is, I would hope to make more than $85,000 with that much experience. But again, that's the difference in salary between here and somewhere else maybe. All right?
Okay. Great job, Cheng. What did I do?
You're doing an awesome job. You're doing awesome. You're
Thank
managing
you.
Ching's Corner.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So Amawat said, so I assume business owners are the ones making bank.
It's gonna be
A lot of business owners, yeah. Business owners, doctors already have like come from wealthy families already, and
It's investors.
investors,
And investors.
politicians, celebrities,
Yes.
there.
That's where the money comes from. Right.
So Anders said, in my job, I make more dollars than PH does in peso.
Yeah.
Philippines does in peso.
Yeah. I mean, and that's important to understand. I think it's important to understand the disparity in income so that you can understand what your girl is bringing to the table. For example, between us, when you do something for me, it's always important for me to keep in mind what your salary is. Because if I don't, it's the thought that counts, but you always need to, it's important for me to understand that hey, like this is X percentage of her salary. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there's certain things like if you bought me a pair of shoes or something like that, the shoes are $80 or whatever, then I'm thinking, hey, you might think if
It's just $80.
yeah, but that might be 8% of her salary, or 12 to 15% of her salary. So, I mean, and that includes, especially if she has got kids, especially if she's the breadwinner for her family, that's a lot. She's really doing a lot for you, and you might not think about it because you might think, well, I did this and this and this for her, but it's good to keep that in perspective. It really, really is.
Great point.
Yeah.
So Jeff said, many people said that my fiance was with me because of money, but she knows that I don't have a lot of money and she's still with me 8 years strong. Yeah, you can just listen to what other people are saying, but you and your partner knows what's the truth. What's the truth?
And the truth will set you free.
And you can't handle the truth sometimes. Blank Paper said, 2010, 2012, 2014 was an awesome run for the San Francisco Giants. They beat my Detroit Tigers in 2012.
I was there. Well, Justin Verlander was on the mound, and we thought that the Giants were going to get handled in the World Series. That was the first and only World Series game that I've been to when the Panda hit 3 home runs in one game. Justin Verlander got handled. Anyway, that is a different thing. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, that's jargon for me.
Sorry.
Okay, so Jeff said, another lie I hear is that all Filipinos want to leave the Philippines. That's good call. My fiance wants me to move there, in which I am planning to before the end of the year. Good for you, Jeff.
And that is a good call, because I don't think I had that either.
Me either.
Maybe I did have that. I don't know, but that's still a great call regardless.
A lot of Filipinas, some Filipinas, maybe like 60-40. 60% want to leave the Philippines, 40% want to stay here. But I think that what's happening here in the Philippines nowadays, I think that a lot of Filipinos would want to move somewhere else.
Probably.
Yeah.
Times are hard.
Yeah,
Streets are hard out here,
yeah.
right?
But there will come a time where you feel that you're not safe in your own country. That's why you want to go somewhere else where you feel more safer. So, but I think.
But if you came to the U.S., you think you would feel safer? Stop.
Depending on where you are.
Depending on where you live, yeah. But I don't know how much safer you would feel if you came to the U.S., right?
Yeah, agreed.
Right. Okay. All right. So, we're past it. Yeah, we're past it. But anyway, the other thing I had is a poor woman will appreciate you more.
Definitely.
Right.
But there's a caveat to it also, that a poor woman, sure, will appreciate you more because of what you bring, but of course it can create financial dependency on the part of the woman, because she's just going to depend on you because, oh, what can you do, what can you expect from me, I'm poor, I don't have money, so you can just keep helping me if that's what you really want to do.
And not just that, but how do you know why she's with you? She's on the come up, right?
Yeah.
So is she with you because she wants to be with you, or because of what you can provide for her?
Exactly.
And when you take her to that next level, who's to say? I mean, if she ain't with you because she really cares about you, when she gets to that next level, she's gonna be out the door. What you got, man?
It's Kermit. How you doing?
What's
Hello,
going on, Kermit?
I don't know. I have to disagree with Chang today, because when you come into a relationship, especially an older man with a younger woman, you want to show her things and kind of expose her to different things. Like, I got the girl certified in scuba diving. Well, now she wasn't going to do that on her own. Now, I think the first time we went on a plane together to Baraka. I know you all talk about that, man. But I was moving forward to a long-lasting relationship. It just so happened it went south, and it didn't go south in a bad way. I probably could have connected. I just don't do comebacks. That's all my thing is, and it's probably why I'm, it's 67 and still single, never been married. But when you have a situation where, okay, your teeth are bad, look, let me take you to the dentist. Whether it works out or not, you're doing something from your heart that you like this person, you want to love this person, and so you try to do things for this person that you would want someone to do for you. She don't have no money to go on an airplane chain. She don't have that kind of money. So, to do that for a person is kind of, not expected, but you appreciate yourself for helping somebody that you care about out. And, a lot of times you get caught up in that, doing too much. And, I guess I got that too. But I enjoyed helping her, and showing her new things.
Right.
I think I hear what you're trying to say, that you have that thank you so much, by the way. I'll answer you, Kermit, offline. Thank you. So I think I get what you're trying to say, that for me, because when I do certain stuff for the people I care about, it gives me a sense of my purpose is fulfilled. I did my part. I improved something or something like that. But why would you, just my opinion, why would you just letting her keep experiencing those things that she hasn't experienced before, without knowing or without, putting in some time into your relationship, especially if you're...
Why not just take a bum off the street? I mean, if we're just going to upgrade someone's life, just without them needing to reciprocate, without them adding any value to your own, why not just take a bum off the street? Or why not just take any person that you see, no matter what they look like, and upgrade their life? If that's what we're doing,
yeah,
I get what you're saying, Kermit, but I respectfully, of course, I disagree. I think you have to get someone who adds value to your life. Again, if you're looking for a long-term relationship, if you're just looking for temporary companionship or whatever, that's different. But if you want a relationship that's going to last a long time, if you don't ask her to reciprocate and you don't ask her to add value to your life, the relationship's going to end. She's not going to appreciate what you do for her because you've been doing it without asking anything of her.
Yeah.
So how is she going to appreciate it? That's my opinion. But again, I respectfully disagree.
Yeah, and thank you for calling in, Kermit. And
as always.
Yeah. And I think just like to piggyback on what you said, that you will just create this I deserve this attitude,
right?
Or entitlement.
Because that's all you've been getting.
Yeah, you big. Oh, he flew me out and went to X place, and without me doing anything. So yeah.
By the way, we missed a call while Kermit was on
from New York.
Yeah, from New York. So New York, give us a call back. We'll take your call and we'll make your call the last call of our live stream.
Yep.
So give us a call back. We'll bring you on right off the bat and hear what you got to say. But yeah, the whole notion of a poor woman, yeah, she'll appreciate you, right? Because you're upgrading her lifestyle. But a poor woman can still reciprocate.
Yes.
A poor woman can bring value to your life. It doesn't have to be financially, right? Respectfully,
Yes.
Ching doesn't make anywhere near what I make, but she still brings, I feel like you bring equal value to my life by doing the things that you do, right? By doing the things that make my life easier. I think that you bring a lot of value to the relationship. So I don't think it has to be a financial thing, but I think you have to demand that she reciprocates. And if she doesn't, if you don't ask her to reciprocate, she is not going to respect you. She's not going to respect or appreciate what you do. And she's going to take it for granted. Right? Okay. What was my other one? That dating is easy because Western men have money, right? So basically that you can come here and dangle the carrot, and that would be enough to get a woman, and you're going to get a woman. If you come here and you dangle some money, you're going to get a woman. The question is, what woman will you get? Go ahead, Black Box.
Here's the thing about the white knight syndrome. You can actually hurt the people more than you help them. Meaning that if you want to help someone, go volunteer at the church. Give money to the church. Do what you guys do to help organizations. But if you're trying to focus on one single person, that's something that you're going through. It's a problem within you, which you feel like you got to give to someone. Or you're looking, oh, she's so poor, I've got to help. And it's something that, it's like, that's what I call white knight syndrome. If you're going to be with somebody, you're going to help them to be able to help themselves.
Absolutely.
Because if you give, if tomorrow you quote, what happens to that person? Now they're handicapped because they got used to you handing them out stuff. What they say, give a person a fish and they're going to eat one day. You teach them how to fish, they can feed themselves for the rest of their life.
Wow, that sounds familiar. I feel like I just recently heard that. Right. I just said that to Ching like 2 days ago. I just said that to Ching 2 days ago. Yeah.
Right. That's a parable from the Bible.
Right.
I always say that though.
Right. And you know, in the immortal words of Jerry Maguire, help me help you. Right? That's where those words came from. Do something for yourself that makes me want to help you. Do something for me that makes me want to help you.
The last thing I'll say, and I'll hang up, is that whenever I was in a relationship with somebody, I want to leave them in a better spot than I did when I first met them. That they were better off themselves.
Absolutely.
That you can do something if that's what you want, but just simply throwing money at somebody isn't going to be answered.
We can say that until we're blue in the face, but I think there's dudes out there that are just never going to listen, and they're never going to believe that. They believe that they can...
Because they believe that's help, but that's actually handicap.
Right.
But they don't understand.
And no matter what the results are, I'm telling you, because we've talked to so many people at this point. No matter what the results are, there's dudes out there that they believe that they can throw money at a woman and the relationship is going to be great, but the relationship always ends, and when you talk to them, it always comes back to the money. It always comes back to the woman took him for granted. She didn't bring anything to the relationship, and the relationship ended. He got tired of her. Yeah,
because he was a nice guy, not the kind guy.
He was a nice dude.
Nice guy.
He was a nice dude. There you
not
go.
The kind guy.
Exactly. Appreciate you, brother.
Two different. Yeah, man.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, and New York. New York,
you still there?
Yeah, I think it was. It might have been Jerry. Yeah, I'm fresh. But yeah. If you call in, we'll make you the last call of the day. The other ones I had is every Filipino wants a foreigner for money. And the key word there is every. I think if you're a Filipina and you're dating a foreigner, let's be honest. I mean, if we're going to keep it a buck, you're dating a foreigner because he can upgrade your lifestyle.
Exactly.
Right? Because he can upgrade your lifestyle. That's why you're choosing him over your own people. It's because you think, it's a come up. And likely, it is, but the key word is every. So I don't think there's obviously some truth to it, but it's not all Filipinos, right? Every Filipina has family members asking for money. I'll squash that one myself. Just in our case, no one in her family has ever asked me for a dime. 3 years and change in, no one in her family has ever asked me for a single dollar.
I'm gonna do this,
including her. So, but are there Filipinos whose family members are asking for money? You're damn straight, damn straight, right? But this is why you got to vet. It's exactly why you got to vet. My number 11, because I have 15 of them. All Filipinos are scammers. Look. If you can watch Rafi Tulfo and you know that there's definitely some truth to it. So I think, but the key word is all, right? The key word is definitely all, and that is definitely not. Oh, okay, I didn't see it. All right. So the key word is all, and of course, all Filipinos are not scammers. Let's.
Cliff said, "Can I borrow some pesos?"
Yeah.
You know what borrowing here in the Philippines works.
Yeah, borrowing means you're giving.
Yeah.
You're giving. You're not. But Cliff, for you, Bob Marley, I would give you some pesos, brother, because you and me's pals. So I would do it for you, and for certain people, I would definitely do it. I know you're joking, and thank you for that super chat, brother. I appreciate you. But all Filipinos are not scammers, but you definitely you got to be careful. You got to vet. And be careful of the low-hanging fruit, because there are some girls that are more than willing to exchange box for just for a foot in the door, so they can get more.
They will start with being companions. I'm telling you, they will start accompanying you.
Companions.
Yeah, companion.
Right.
Take it whenever you need to go out and you need a companion to do certain stuff like sports or anything like that.
She'll be the girl who says, "Let's go do this. Let's go do that. Let's go do that." But she don't have a peso in her pocket, right?
To do certain things.
But she wants to do everything, right? But all the key word is all. Let's see.
But I think
that is so. I did have that one.
Yeah.
Right? Filipinos only want green cards or visas. It's not true. When I was vetting Ching early on, one of the questions I asked her is, "How do you feel about moving to the U.S.? Do you want to move to the U.S.?" And she was like, "No, I don't want to move to the U.S. Right? I'd be cool visiting. I'd be cool visiting, see what's there, see what it looks like, and all that. But I would rather stay home. I'd rather be here with my family. This is where I want to be. And so, okay.
And for a lot of Filipinos, it's really hard for you to separate them from their family members. So as long as they can be close, like me moving to another city, it's difficult for me because I'm away from my family.
Right. No, you're close to your family.
But it's close.
Right? The next one, Filipinos are uneducated and unsophisticated. What do you think about that one?
It's not true because, maybe our quality of standards, the standard of education may be totally different from what you have. But based on Philippine standards, I think a lot of Filipinos are highly educated.
Okay.
So, but again, the quality of education here is totally different from the quality of education you have in the U.S. So based on U.S. standards, I think that a lot, it's incomparable.
Well, I think this says uneducated or unsophisticated. And I think we look at someone who might be eating rice with their hands and we think of them as being uneducated or unsophisticated because, they're doing something different than what we're used to. But I think if you get caught up in that, you're going to get your feelings hurt because remember, I'm telling people that you think you're going to come here and game these women. You're going to end up getting gamed. You're going to end up getting gamed because these women are far more sophisticated and they know the game out here way better than you do, bruh. Way better. So don't get caught up thinking that women are unsophisticated or they don't know anything, right? Let's see. Women from the provinces are automatically better. I think we did that one.
Yeah,
right?
we did that.
We did that one. Okay. Oh.
I like doing that. I'm sorry.
Let's make sure we get to that.
Yeah,
chat,
thank you so much, Marvin Bowles. I love you to get two together and your outlook and wisdom on the channel.
Thank you for that super chat, Marvin. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. I like the scream.
Yeah,
I like the scream feature when somebody sends a super chat. That's kind of cool, right? Right. Let's see. Single moms. Oh, okay. We didn't do this one.
We didn't.
Single moms are always looking for a provider. Right? That single moms are always looking for a provider. Do you think that's true or not true?
I think that is true. Okay, so I would be like...
okay, well, stop screaming, damn it. No, just playing, right.
Okay. We want to keep screaming.
Absolutely, the screams are good,
Yeah.
right? So
Tiger Ronnie said, is now member for 11 months. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
didn't I just say that like yesterday or something, or today?
I can't remember when.
Yeah, I just said, yeah, exactly. That's the game. Don't be mad at them. This is just how it is here, right? Yeah, I totally agree. Agree. And thanks for being a member for 11 months, bro.
Yeah.
We definitely appreciate you.
For sure.
Right?
So single mothers are always looking for a provider. Yes, because it's really, I'll be lying to myself and lying to the audience if I would say that I don't need a man, or I'm not looking for a partner who will just be with me, just to love me and stuff like that.
My love ain't enough.
It's enough for me. But you paying for everything by yourself is tough. So you want someone to at least help you out, not by all. Yeah, at least help you out.
You know what? This is what I mean when I say I laugh at the women here who are trying to have this "I don't need a man" idealism, right? Because if you trying to have a job here, I mean, trying to live and make it on your own here is so much tougher. I mean, you gotta live very meager lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
And the women at home, so many of the women at home are broke, trying to talk about I don't need a man, and they're finessing men, trying to get money from men, and then calling men broke. But anyway, my whole thing is I think that there are a lot of single mothers, but are they all looking for a provider? I think a lot of them would like to have a man who would help them out and who would who's going to come in and help them support them, and but that man is looking for something in return. And that is where I definitely stand on business and say, if you are going to be with a woman who has children, she better bring a lot to the table, bro. A lot to the table.
Yeah, and at the same time, you as a Western man who will come in and be in a relationship with a single woman, I think that you should at least offer some things that she cannot do for herself. If she's already doing X amount things for herself already, what?
I think there's another super chat in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Young Fresh said.
Oh no, there's two.
Yeah,
Actually,
we already.
Oh, we didn't.
Okay, DG. Let's do it again.
Oh, we didn't do it. Yeah.
Okay. So DG said, "I'm a hustler, baby.
Oh, sorry.
That's what I am."
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Is that a song? I'm a hustler. That's what I am.
He just said he's a hustler.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But thanks for being a member of the Richie Rich community for a year.
Yes.
My dude,
Thank
man.
you.
My dude. Thank you, Gigi.
Thank
We
you for the
appreciate
support.
you, man.
Because you know why? Because I kept posting in the chat. Be a member.
Well,
Thank you so much, Young Fresh, for your super chat. Happy Friday from Kate and Jerry. On the road now, but we'll be there in 2 weeks. Going to Boracay though.
yeah, we should go to Boracay. We might pop up and be y'all next door neighbors. Right? I know. Calvin's in Boracay right now,
there.
right?
Yeah.
Living it up. Anyway, but yeah, that would be cool. But my next trip is is China, right? So that should be cool. Anyway, okay, but are they always looking for a provider?
Not all the time, not always, but
Not always,
I think
but
they are looking for a partner.
Pretty substantial portion of single moms that are looking for a partner are looking for somebody to help them out, right?
Yeah.
And understandably so, right? Okay. Okay, that's what I got. That's pretty much what I got from mine. What's your takeaway? What's your final takeaway for this live stream?
Okay, so I think that we always tell people this: don't date for the passport. Don't date because he's American. Don't date because she's from the province. Don't date the stereotypes. What we're saying is that date the person. Date the person, know what she's about. They're amazing Filipinas, single mothers, or there's no divorce. So, but there are also terrible Filipinas out here. The bottom line is you have to vet wherever you are. So whether you're in Thailand, in Vietnam, you still have to vet that person. And just like just like there are amazing foreign men, there are also terrible foreign men out there. So, take your time, watch what she's doing, and watch the actions, because action speaks what?
Louder than words.
There you go.
All right. My final take, I'm going to do something a little different. I want to talk about the kind of women that you should avoid here.
Okay.
The kind of women that you should avoid. And I have a list of like about 7 different kinds of women I think you should avoid.
Let's hear it.
And people call them the low-hanging fruit.
Mm-hmm.
The low-hanging fruit. Number 1, the constant emergency woman. We hear about those all the time. Who's always has some kind of emergency. Something always comes up. She needs the money, or she needs it quick. And you're the white knight. She needs you to be the white knight. Avoid that woman, because it's a test. If you give her the money now, it's never going to end. There will always be another emergency.
Let me add to that, whether direct or indirect.
Good
asking.
point. Yeah, I was going to say that too. Whether because some women won't ask for it, they will hint. They will hint about it, right? This is not all Filipinas. This is a small, select group of Filipinas, and they are the low-hanging fruit. There's so many good quality women here in the Philippines, but you will have to vet and make sure that the woman you're with is one of them, right?
For sure.
My next one is the woman who asks for money immediately. You just start seeing her, and in the first week she's asking you for money.
Can I borrow money because I have an ear infection?
Can I borrow some money, right? Can I borrow some money? Can you give me money for this? Can you give me a little money for that? Or
I don't have a load.
Can you a good one? Can you help me out with this? Can you help me out with this, right? Avoid that. It's a test. It's still same category. The moment you do it, I'm telling you, it is never going to stop. That's how she's looking. It's a test to see how far can I go. What can I get away with him? What can I do? And what's he going to do for me, right? All right. Number 3 is the woman who has inconsistent stories. You would think that this would be obvious, but I'm telling you, people will they do they ignore the red flags, and if she's just throwing some box on them and she's giving that tune up and lube job, they just ignore all that. But stories are completely inconsistent and they just ignore it. How are you going to be with a woman who you don't even trust and believe, right? You can't even trust this woman.
Yeah, who started the relationship with a lie.
Exactly. And the next one is the woman who is secretive. She doesn't tell you about her past, right? Why do you think she ain't telling you about her past? Why would you think,
something's rotten.
Something's rotten in Denmark, right? And that's why the woman who's secretive is almost as bad as the woman who lies about her past, because she's trying to hide stuff.
And also she tells secret when you ask something. So for example, who's this guy? Secret. Past is in the past.
Past is past, right? And I would, you know what? The woman who keeps saying past is past.
Let's not talk about the past.
Yeah, let's not talk. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a red flag, but it is definitely a yellow flag, right? Because she's trying to deflect and divert attention away from things that happened in the past. Why? We've all done questionable things in the past, or things that we regret, look back and that wasn't a good choice, right? But when she keeps saying past is past, I don't know about that. Yeah. So that woman, the secretive woman. Next one, the woman dating multiple foreign men. I've heard other guys talk about this, and I'm all in. If you run into a woman who's dated a lot of foreigners, avoid that one. Why didn't those foreigners keep that woman?
Ani, a question. Speaking of that,
How
many foreigners is acceptable? For example, how many?
You haven't dated any foreigners.
For example, not me. For women, for example, a man is considering dating a Filipina, but she dated. What do you think is acceptable?
I don't know, but if I'm asking her about her dating life, and she is telling me about this foreigner that she dated with, this foreigner who took her to Boracay, this foreigner who, I'm cool. Because I'm going to keep thinking, why didn't he keep her? Why did they break up? Right? If she's on the come up, and he upgraded her lifestyle, why didn't he keep her around? Right? Clearly, she got something from being with him, but why didn't he keep her? Right? There's a reason. Why didn't any of them keep her? Right? That's all I'm saying. Cute girl, nice girl, smart girl, whatever. But why didn't she keep him? Or why didn't he keep her? That's all I'm saying, right? So any woman who's dating multiple foreign men, and then the woman who isolates you, the woman who's trying to keep you away from everybody else, and that is the controlling woman who's trying to isolate you, keep you away from other foreigners, other women, I understand other women, but look, you can't isolate somebody. If they're going to cheat, they're going to cheat. You just be their best choice, right? But the woman who's trying to isolate you from other women, stay away from that woman.
Yeah, not just other women, but your friends too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, other expats or stuff like that.
There's a list, right? And the last one on my list is the woman who pressures you to get married quickly. The woman who's trying to go from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. Avoid that woman. There's a reason she's in a hurry. There's definitely a reason she's in a hurry. That's my take. So that's my final take on it. Anyway, thank you for your first episode of Ching's Corner. I think you did a bang-up job, even without Slick Rick, and that's not easy, right?
Yeah, thank you. And I hope you get to enjoy this version of our live stream. And thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. Thank you for everyone who supported us through our chats, liking our videos, and, of course, those who showed more support by doing super chats or sending us super chats, super stickers, and being members for a long time. Thank you so much. That's for all of you guys.
Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you guys. We would not do this show if it wasn't for you guys. Both of us are pretty busy, actually. Both of us have pretty busy lifestyles. We do not do this show for income. I mean, the income is cool. The little extra income we make is cool, but she has a job, I have a job. We do this show because we love the people that we've met. It's like we know you without me even meeting you guys. And the people that we know because we met them.
Yes,
even more so. So never forget that. The show would not be the show if we didn't get to meet the people we met. And thank you guys for making it what it for keeping it real and making it what it is. It's a fun time, and it's the best thing that I have going in the Philippines. I mean, as far as like, I'm grinding, but I look forward to meeting some people or talking to some people, and that's the fun thing that I get to do in the Philippines.
Yeah, so, and sometimes I get to tag along too, so that's a plus.
Usually you get to tag along, usually. Anyway, but thank you guys. We love you, and we'll see you guys on our next video, which is Monday night. I think they're Monday night.
Monday night?
Yeah, I think
Tuesday
it's
night. I'm not sure.
I think it's their Monday night. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Hold on.
Well,
you didn't see that, right?
Yeah.
You missed it.
I missed it.
You're slipping again, right?
Thank you so much, Patches, for sending us Uncle Alert for 440 jewels.
I appreciate that.
Thank
we got to figure out what that is, because I have no idea what it is. But, but it's
last,
jewels, so it can't be bad, right?
So the last live stream, someone sent us those things too. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
But you just didn't.
Because I didn't know. Jewel.
Usually Slick Rick is doing all this monitoring and all that stuff. So. Right, Slick Rick, where are you? All right. We love you guys. Thank you. Hold on, get these comments in real quick too. All right, Mopar's in the house. What's up, Mopar? Right.
Hello, Mopar. Who's that? Jeff said, "What about a Filipina who's been in relationship with other women?"
Hey, bruh. No, there's. I wish we had more time to get into that. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's a good live stream topic.
Okay.
Let's put it next
Filipinos
week.
are in relationship with other Filipinos?
Who had Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Maybe.
A whole 2-hour segment? I don't know. One foreigner is too many in terms of past suitors. I'm rolling with Calvin's rule. Me too. I'm serious. I'm definitely serious when it comes to that. Why didn't they keep her? That would be my question. Why? He took you here. He did this. And why didn't any of these guys keep you? Why aren't you married now? Right? None of these dudes kept you? Okay, one didn't, but he didn't.
So do you think the same applies for men as well? So I think that should be a betting for women as well. So why are you not married now?
Well, I mean, maybe some people don't want to get married, but in that case, the first thing I would ask is, are you already married? Here in the Philippines, are you already married but separated? Right?
Yeah, but for like, for example, a woman asking a man that question, so you're already age and you're still not in a relationship.
Well, we talked about that
different.
before. And the last point I'll make, because we keep going, but is that if you meet a woman who's 35 to 45 and she doesn't have kids, who are we just talking about? We were just talking
No,
about
I'm
this.
talking about a man, a woman asking the same question to a man. So, for example, you're let's say, for example, you're 55, and then at this point in your life, how come you haven't settled? The same question, like for you,
How come you haven't had kids or something, or how come you never got married?
How come you still didn't get a partner at this age in your life? You're already 55. How come if you're like the same question that
I think it's a valid question. It's a very valid question.
The same question, like you will ask a woman, you're 35, how come you're not married? The same question you would ask to a man, you're 55, how come you still don't have a partner?
I think that would be a very valid question. Here, go ahead.
Okay, so Black Buck said Western men have a lot more issues with dating and marriage in the
I still don't know, and I agree with that, but I still don't know about a 55-year-old man who's never been married, never had kids, because it could be. Now, the one thing I could think of, he's been grinding, right? I would expect that man to be very wealthy or very well off, right? If you're 55 years old, you've never been married, you never had kids, those two things alone will take up so much of your salary.
Yeah.
Right? But if you've never been married, you're not giving away money to women. You've never had kids, you're not paying for their education.
But it's not a negative thing for some women to consider, but
it's a valid question.
Yeah, but at that age in your life, how come you had
Ronnie said he's gay.
Yeah.
Maybe he's gay,
like
right?
for example, you had I don't know, maybe because at the age of 50, somewhere around 50, 55, you should be like
before that.
Yeah, established already,
it's
right?
before that, yeah. But I would expect if a man is 50 plus and he's never had kids, he's never been married, Ronnie said he's gay, or he should be very well off, right? There's no reason. There is no reason that man shouldn't be very, very well off, right? And Obi-Wan said, or crazy, right? Or crazy. But you guys, let me know what you think. Would you expect if a man is 50 plus years old, never
married once?
No, but let's talk about the man who's never been married, never had kids. Wouldn't you expect that man to be very well off because he's been grinding? And if not, then you have to think that something's going on where women don't want this man, right? That's what I would think anyway. Or he's gay, and maybe he don't want this woman. Right? Maybe he likes it. He likes it a different way. He likes it, whatever. But anyway, okay, we digress. All right, okay, we'll take this last one from Black Box.
Okay. So I lived a Jack Reacher lifestyle and never dedicated myself to a family or anything like that. Been married but never had kids.
Okay, but you've been married, and that's the point. But when someone says I've never been married and I've never had kids, to me that there's a yellow flag that goes off in my mind, regardless of whether or not you're a man or a woman. And it doesn't mean that yellow, not red, because now I have to ask some more questions. Because if I'm vetting, I would definitely want to ask some more questions, right?
Oh yeah, good call. Okay, so maybe a womanizer
and doesn't want to marry, right? But again, if you're a woman, isn't that something you would want to know?
Yes, and
right?
if you're just getting into relationships here and there, and then you haven't settled, what's that?
He said,
okay.
Finish your thought. I got you.
Yeah, so if he's the kind of dude that he would just just not committing into anything, and maybe he's a womanizer. And Mopar said he was a smart man and wouldn't get married without a prenup, and didn't want to pay child support having random kids. He's not gay, just not foolish and well off financially.
Now, me and Mopar are on the same page, because I'm saying that man should be he's minding his business, right? He's on business, he's grinding, and he's not getting bothered with none of this foolishness. And he's saying, look, if you want to get with me, here's the conditions, here's my boundaries, and if you can't get with this, I'm cool, and I'll keep it pushing, right? So I'm with that, but I would have some more questions to ask, right? Again, same with a woman. If I meet a woman 35 to 45, she's never been married, never had kids, here in the Philippines, especially in this culture, I'm yellow flag. It might not be a red flag, but it's a yellow flag. I gotta ask more questions. How come? How come you never had more kids, right? Nobody. There's no career here where you can't still get married and have kids, and you can't. Nah, yellow. I would definitely want to ask more questions, right?
Okay.
Yeah, we sparked a whole new conversation.
Zach said he should be set up well, or he may have gotten too stuck in his way.
Right, that could happen. Where you ain't got time for you too stuck in your way. But then even in that case, you might just pay to play, right? But you ain't got kids. You don't have no wife. How much money do you save by not getting married? You save a grip. Every kid. I read that for each kid costs an average of $250,000 to raise a kid from 0 to 18 years old. An average of $250,000.
Yeah, I believe you.
For each kid.
I believe you.
So how much money are you saving by not having kids?
Yeah,
and not getting married?
Yeah, I agree. I believe you. Just yesterday, I spent how many? The boys kept eating.
Right.
Gosh.
Jermaine said he was already red-pilled, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Tiger Ron,
Right?
you said? No,
Nah, he's definitely
gay.
gay, right? Right. Yeah, and Jeff said he's still out there pimping. He never grew up. He never matured. He just wants to run the streets. But you know what? And this says he's never matured. But just to defend that dude, maybe he just figured something out that a lot of other dudes haven't figured out. Women cost money. It's cheaper to pay to play. Maybe he just never wanted to go all in, didn't want to have children with a whole bunch of peoples, and maybe he just didn't want to get married and save himself a lot of money. And he just said, "Yeah, if I want companionship, I'll pay to play." And I'm cool with that. I don't know about later on in life when you are by yourself. Yeah, you're old and you're sick and decrepit and you want somebody to take care of you, but maybe you can pay somebody to take care of you then too. But I don't know. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of reasons. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Luckily, I fed you before we did this. Thank you guys so much. Look for our next video on your Monday night, and we'll see you guys next weekend. And what are we doing next weekend? Is there something going on?
I'm not sure.
Oh, we're doing the run. We're doing the 10K. Right. Anyway, look for us next weekend, our live stream. And our live stream is going to be a good one. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the next Ching's Corner. We'll see you guys later. Deuces, we're out.
Thank you, Slick Rick. Enjoy.